as I kill all of your characters.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
I might live.
All right,
I'm already
everybody.
dead.
We are live. Welcome to Riverbreak. We are back. All right, this is episode 4. We're gonna have another episode in 2 weeks, and we're doing like a little 5-episode season. So we're gonna have like a big finale for next episode, and then we'll continue with these characters, but just a little kind of breaking us up into smaller story arcs here. As per usual, let's go through who our players and characters are in no particular order. Uh, let's start with Inked Mage, Sharp.
Hey everyone, my name is Dan Masucci, aka the Inked Mage on Instagram, and I am playing Sharp. No, wait, I'm playing Calamar. No, wait, it's Sharp. For Riverbreak, human wizard. Wait, human rogue.
Who are you? Do you know who you are?
Wait a minute, who am I now? Split personality, rogue, and fighter.
You're not a wizard in either one of your personalities. What are you doing?
That we know of.
Now, that'll be next season. It'll be a third and a fourth one. Okay. Next up, we got Luca. Breanna, go ahead.
You're gonna make me follow that, really?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, hi, I'm Breanna. You can find me on Instagram or on Twitter at Breanna Flaime. I'll be playing Luca, the half-elf monk, Way of the Drunken Master.
All right. Good. And next
we actually expect her to like do some drinking from now on while you are playing. All right, wait.
You think this is tea?
Is that spiked? All right.
All right. And next up is Bryn.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Bryn Vrog, Thad Casey from Vorpal Board, the manufacturing guru. I am playing a drow, rogue, assassin, dual class now, fighter. So rock and roll on the action surge. Level 4, baby.
One of these days.
One of these days. One of these days, an action surge assassinate when my DM doesn't try to trap me and kill me. Isn't it gonna happen? So.
All right, and our last one for the moment, Korbog.
Yes, I'm Chris Sims, and I play Korbog, the Ghost Hammer, Paladin of Vengeance. And you can find me on Twitter at SSims.com. What the?
What are all of you drunk?
You're
today?
your own brand.
You're .com. Yes. He's a wizard. What
I actually do have
it.
It's at Chris S. Sims. Damn it! Haha.
All right, and someone's missing at the moment, but she'll be coming soon. Ember Moon will be in just a little while with her Minotaur rogue. She's a devoted, one of the Unearthed Arcana rogue subclasses. She is.
We don't know this.
Well, you don't know that, but the people out there get to know that. So for those who were watching last game, Dan was out, Sharp up in the corner because he was sick. So we're gonna do a little quick intro to get Dan back into the game, and then that'll also happens to kill some time for Ember to show up. So Dan, you were in the Crossed Blades. You were upstairs. You were in your room, and you were feeling miserable. You were very, very sick. At some point in time while you're up there resting, you are going to wake up to a cloaked figure in your room, leaving the room.
Oh. Well, I suppose are they leaving by way of door or window?
Door.
Would Sharp have been able to make out the general shape, like to determine if it was, bulky, slim? Was there a masculine or feminine gait to their walk?
Give me a perception check.
All right. Well, everyone looks the same, in a shadowed room.
So yeah, you're not sure. It was a figure, a medium height figure wearing a dark cloak, and you kind of caught it like just as your door was coming closed. You kind of caught like half of the figure as they were going out, slipping through the door closing, and you caught like this dark cloak, and they're headed out of your room.
Okay, so if I kind of quickly survey, my belongings, and they look like they're exactly where I left them.
They do. Nothing looks missing.
All right, then you know what? it's probably a safe assumption that it was the drow had come in perhaps to get some pointers on being stealthy and thievery, found that I was sleeping and didn't want to disturb me. Considering the state that I personally was in my life, asleep and sick last week, I didn't even get to watch the stream. We'll say that Sharp felt that way too. He ate some bad clams or something, and so I'll brush it off and just roll back over. But I could also, but it could bother me too. Maybe I should follow him.
It is probably nagging you because you do remember that the drow's cloak is a different color.
Oh, all right.
It does not match with like at first thought you're like, well, maybe it is just Bryn, but then you kind of roll over and within a couple seconds you're like, wait a minute, no, that cloak was not Bryn's color. That had to be somebody else.
All right. So if I can, rather quickly slip to the door and just creak it open and just like look and see if which way this character went.
Yep. So you take a look like down to the right, and you can see that cloaked figure go around a corner to the left. And you remember from coming up here, that's where the stairs are headed back down.
Okay, so trying to I'll do like the quick quiet step to the edge of the corner. I'll peek and just keep try and keep them in sight while keeping out of sight and watch and kind of grumble too because those clams were not agreeing with me and this is really disrupting me.
So you can hear a lot of noise going on downstairs. There's something happening. There's it sounds like one person in like particular is talking. They're maybe telling a story. You're not entirely sure. You do not see the cloaked figure. They've gone around it. They've gone like the stairs kind of go down and they turn and turn and turn. So they're going down kind of a spiral staircase.
Yeah, I'll keep going.
You think though, you might not want to leave your stuff behind.
All right, so I'll grab my ruck and gird myself with my blades, and then cast my hood over my head and descend the steps. I know it's maybe what I'll do is I'll slide down the banister as much as I can in case they were doing something on the stairs.
Okay.
And and then arrive in the common room and see if I can spot this shady character.
Okay, so you make it down to the common room, and you can see you were not aware what was happening, but it looks like there's a crowd and there's a person on a stage, and they seem to be telling a story.
Okay.
So as you get down there, this story is happening, and this person walks up to you who is this large, half-orc-looking wizard guy. He has this clockwork lizard on his shoulder.
Yeah.
And he kind of comes over to you. He's like, "Oh, you're up. You must be feeling better. Your friends were just here moments ago. How are you feeling?"
Not so good. What? But pray tell me which friends.
Well, I wish they could have stuck around, but your whole group of friends were down here. The little half elf, the drow, the minotaur, they were all here. The minotaur told this wonderful story. She might even win the contest. I was really hoping the rest were going to get time to tell their stories so we could hear some more exciting stories. But they left, so I didn't really. I was hoping to hear more.
All right, so I'm like half like now that I know that they're talking about my companions, I'm just half listening, with a passing courtesy of a nod as I'm just trying to survey the crowd and see if I see that figure.
Yep, give me a perception check.
All right, that's a little better. It's a 15.
15. You do not see the figure. However, you do notice that oddly, there's in the back over by where the bar area was, there's like a storeroom, and it's always been closed. And this one now it's kind of creaked open, probably 3-4 inches open.
All right, so like as this guy's prattling on, I'll be like, oh yes, the storytelling, and I'll just kind of like slip by and make my way there quickly.
Okay, so you make your way.
Time.
Yep. So you make your way over to like the storeroom. Does a like a quick peek in. You don't see that figure, but you do see that the storeroom is open. The door's open. You can peek inside, and in the floor you see that there's a trap door that is open.
All right. So either this person is slipshod, or they want me to follow, or they're in a tremendous hurry. There's 3 options, but um, I didn't ask. Yeah, damn it. I'll go back quick to that guy and I'll say, oh, yes, the stories. Where did my friends go?
Oh, they last I knew they headed towards the storeroom, I think. They were looking for something. I don't know why.
Perfect. If I see them, I'll send them out for fabulous stories, and then
Oh,
I'll
excellent. That'd be wonderful.
yep, and then I'll quickly make my way over, and again I'll like kind of peruse the area just to see. I mean, he was moving pretty fast, so I don't think I'll take the gamble that there's no traps, and I'll let's see. I'm a human. Is it dark down there?
Yeah. So are you going into the storeroom?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you go in the storeroom. The trap door is in fact open. There is a ladder headed down. Down from there, it is lit down in the basement. It obviously goes down to a basement area.
Okay. So it's close work in there. So I'll draw my dagger out and have it reversed so the blade is going along my forearm, and I'll put it in my teeth and I'll climb down. Then I'll take it that way, and I'll start making my looking around and see what I can see.
Okay, so you get down here to a basement. Over on the right hand side, you can see where a bunch of crates have been moved.
Yeah.
And behind the crates, there is in fact a hole in the wall that seems to be going out. No signs of your friends anywhere else. But this down here, you see tables and chairs and other things that are being stored down here.
Okay. So I'll step through the hole, and if I can, I'll reach back and just try and pull a crate over it
Okay.
to conceal the path.
Which one? The one in the storeroom or the one in the basement?
Both.
Okay.
And
Well, the one in the
then,
storeroom, you could put the door down if you wanted to.
yeah, I'll just close that, and then what I'll do is I'll pull it, and then I'll look. Where does the hole lead to?
So the hole in the basement leads into another smaller room, which is a set of stairs going down. And now that you're here, give me a perception check.
All right. 15 again.
Okay, you hear the sounds of battle.
All right. Do I hear? Does it, having traveled with my boon companions, do I hear the familiar telltale sounds of a hammer ringing and a
You do, yes, there
and a
is.
bow
Yes.
twanging?
There
Okay,
is.
then I'll hasten along to see what kind of mischief they've gotten themselves into.
Okay, so you come down into what turns out to be a sewer system, and you are going to arrive just as the fight ends. You come upon your party. You come down this little part of the sewer system,
Yeah.
and you cross into this room area, and you can see your party standing over a couple of hairy, spindly humanoid creatures that have garrots in their hands.
Ooh.
And
all right.
also a large bone golem, which is now just a pile of bones that has been killed. Your parties are just before you enter into like that bigger, wider area of the sewers. You feel as you step into it, everything gets a little hazy. Everything gets a little bleak. The color. My dog decided he's going to stick his head up here. The color in the area seems to be a little duller than it was just mere steps ago. So it's a little feels a little strange. It's not just being in the sewers because you were in the sewers 10 feet ago and it was fine, but something seems odd about this area. But there's your party.
All right. Well, clearly some dark drow magic at work here. But also, yeah, what an incredible smell you've discovered. And I'll step in. And I'll look around. I'll make sure they're okay first off, that nobody's has their guts in their hand.
I don't think anybody has their guts.
I raise my hammer. When he startles us, I raise my hammer.
Yeah. I'll say it looks like I've missed some fun, and and I'll probably belch from the terrible clams I ate.
Oh,
And
nice.
yeah. Oh, look at that.
Oh, wrong way. Here we go. We have
Awesome.
our Hero Forge minis are all painted and ready to go.
Yeah. Look at that. That's awesome.
Korbog and his hammer.
Color coded bases. Very nice.
Yep, color coded bases for everybody.
Dig that. So
His
look,
hammer.
have I ever seen these type of creatures?
Probably not. They're definitely some sort of. I mean, like I said, they're kind of these long, tall. Well, not super tall, but they're really spindly looking creatures. They're hairy.
Yeah.
Their hair is kind of all sticking up on their head, and their arms are kind of hairy. Their legs are kind of hairy. They look really thin, and they have garrots in their hands. And
Right.
and then this bone golem. Right now, it's pretty much just a big pile of bones. But
So maybe I don't even think anything. Maybe I just think that's what it is—a pile of bones. But I'll look at the creatures and I'll ask you guys, well, what the hell are those?
Dead.
They're dead. Nice of you to get your ass out of bed and come help us.
Well, it seems like you've taken care of these things handily, and I'll kind of stick my dagger and like lift up like one of their arms, not touching it, and I'll look at it and I say, I've never seen anything like this before.
What do we say?
Have you? Have you?
I haven't.
No.
Nothing like this at all.
Well, what happened? What led you down here?
We were following someone.
Wait, a cloaked person?
Correct. How'd you know that?
Because my slumber was disturbed by a cloaked figure exiting my bedchamber, and I followed them down into the common room and noticed the storeroom door was open and followed.
and you
We're-
figure, and Sharp, you probably figure that you were just enough behind them that you're probably talking about the same figure.
Yeah.
And you were just between being upstairs, gathering your like equipment and everything.
Yeah.
That person got enough of a head start that your friends
Oh.
just got that little bit of follow behind, because their battle only
Yeah.
lasted probably 25 seconds. So
All right.
you got just enough behind them that you missed everything.
All right. So
See how I did that there? You see that? See that?
that was excellent. Very tidy. But now it begs the question: what led you to pursue this figure?
As we're kind of discussing this, Luca's going to start absentmindedly walking around, like up and down the length near the wall that she's on, kind of holding at her wrist, waiting for something to happen.
So Luca, you'll do you stay in this gloomy area or do you step out?
I'll stay in the gloomy area for now.
Okay. So it feels about the same as it's been. You are getting like a low hum on that bracelet. It's not. It doesn't give you that sharp little bite like it gave you a little while ago. But you're still getting kind of a low hum. Yes.
Okay.
So what led you to pursue this figure?
So they had the same symbol as the Medusa had on her handkerchief. If I remember right, it was on his belt buckle. And we, of course, followed him into a dark storeroom behind hidden boxes and blindly walked ourselves down here. The usual.
Bryn, you remember that it was actually on another handkerchief. He had a handkerchief like tucked in his belt loop, but it was the same kind of handkerchief, and the symbol was the exact same symbol.
When he puts it that way, we don't sound very smart.
You sound like adventurers.
Well,
so it seems like this particular person has something to do with the Medusa and possibly the plot. So we're here to the plot against the queen, not the plot on the D&D. So we came down to check it out and see where this character was going, which we haven't seen since we came down.
Okay, let me ask Art. The room that I was in, was that strictly my room, or was it a room like for us where several of us were to sleep?
It was a common room for all 5 of you. 3 of you had beds, and 2 of you had like bed rolls on the floor.
All right, so there's something interesting here. I was out if this person wanted to assassinate me, they could have.
Yeah.
Which leads me to believe that if they have if they harbor any murderous thoughts to kill us, that they want us all together. Because if that was our room, we're no good to be killed separately. They want to kill us all at the same time. If that's their intention, which I mean, we have no reason to not believe that. So, and here we are all together.
So, do you think they've
Doesn't make any
realized
sense.
that you are no longer Sir Calamar, and you weren't in the original dossier of the Medusa assassin? So,
Wait. What the hell are you talking about?
sorry. Do you?
Oh.
So Sharp, you weren't in their book originally. So you were the one person in the party that was missing.
Yes, but I'm the most skilled and dangerous thief in all of Riverbreak. Of course, it makes sense that they'd want to kill me as well, especially since I've thrown my lot in with you. I mean,
Happened to your accent.
what accent?
Never mind. I said the quiet part out loud.
That's supposed to be the inside voice.
So I came directly down. Did they give you the slip, or were they was this person part of this battle?
No, they were gone by the time we got here.
Yeah.
But this was the path they took.
Correct.
Believe
Then-
so.
Well, it's
What
the only
and-
path that we saw.
Okay. Is anybody else vexed by this gloom we seem to find ourselves in?
Yes.
Just a little bit. And I'll
Yeah.
walk up to Sharp at this point and extend my wrist out and just indicate, like, feel this, looking at my bracelet.
All right.
So Dan, as you touch her bracelet definitely has like a hum to it. It's not an audible hum, but like a physical. You can feel
Like
it
a
like slightly
vibration, yeah.
vibrating at a consistent frequency. It's got this consistent vibration to it.
All right. Okay. So, what is it?
Well,
What does this mean?
I don't know. Once we got closer to the crates that were back in that other room, it started doing this, and it's become slightly stronger within this area. But I don't know. This is just a bracelet my mom gave me. I have no idea why it's reacting this way. It's never done that before.
Are there any markings on the bracelet?
Nothing particular. No, nothing. I mean, she has. It's made. What was it made of again, Luca?
Jasper.
Jasper. That's what it was. Yep.
And so what I'll do is I'll indicate further in. I mean, have you delved further into the sewers and to see if it grows stronger yet again?
This is as far as we've gone so far. Right now, just walking up and down, I'm not noticing much of a difference.
So then we have a job to protect the queen, which means in this case may mean foiling this plot. So either that leads us further in and we do this job, or it leads us to our doom as we deliver ourselves to the evil. But I'm up for whatever.
Is that
Just
with a
before-
capital E?
Before we go any further, guys, I either need to take a potion or perhaps Korbog, if you have any healing. I am pretty rough right now.
Just a quick note while Chris is looking on his character sheet. Luca, don't forget that when you did, there was a point where you were in the brighter area to the dimmer area. When you crossed that like barrier or that line, that bracelet kind of stung you. Remember?
Right. Thank you.
Just want to remind you because you don't have to mention it, but Sharp was asking if there was anything more, and you didn't say that. So I want to make sure you remembered that from last time.
I did not, so thank you, and
There you go.
I will share that information as well.
Okay, so go ahead.
So there was a moment at one point I just remembered conveniently that my bracelet kind of almost was very like a stinging sensation on my wrist, the area where everything became really murky in here.
Does
Just
it
making that crossing.
does your brace, if you were to take it off, does it still react that way?
I don't know. I haven't tried that. And I'll try to go for the clasp to remove it.
You can.
And I'll do that. Say,
So
do you want
while
to
it's
see if it reacts the way for you?
while it's
Yeah.
off, while it's off, and
Mhm.
you're holding it, it still is making that buzzing.
Oh, okay.
So this isn't necessarily specific to Luca.
Well, while Luca's holding it, she can feel the buzzing.
Well, I'll reach out for it
Yeah.
and see
Okay.
and I'll take it.
As she hands it to you, the buzzing stops.
All right. So I'll hand it back and I'll make you aware of that.
Luca, it starts buzzing again.
Put my
Oh.
hand on Bryn's shoulder and I give him 10 hit points. Be an instrument of vengeance.
Thank you, Corbach.
So
I'll go ahead and put the bracelet back on.
I suggest that we move a little further in and see if we can track down this villain
Okay.
and see if
I'd like to know what's happening.
see if the vibrations grow stronger.
So I'll go ahead
will
and
let you
light up
guys
the dancing lights again.
Okay. Yeah, let me get hang on. Let me get my little spell effect dancing lights here. Hang on. Wait, oh, here they are. Got them. Haha. Boop.
We'll keep them out in front of the party just so that the dark vision folks can see a little bit, or
Okay.
lacking dark vision folks.
Okay, so as you guys head further into the sewers, you'll go down. It's it's sewers, typical windy kind of sewers. You'll get in this area here, and actually, we'll say right about here, next to where Bryn is right now, you're actually going to see a pool of blood, and there looks to be a trail of blood headed down that same side of the sewer, towards the end of the hallway or sewer way, whatever it is.
Ooh, look at that.
And at the end, you can see if you look at there's a grate that's open and lying in a pile of refuse. Various garbage around here, as this looks like for some reason this is a dead end of sewer, which who knows what good that is, but it's collected some garbage down here, so there's it's collecting something.
Ew. I like all that rubbish down there. It looks
That
good.
does look really good.
Cat fur balls.
It's cat
All
fur.
Bryn, what do your elf eyes see?
Oh, I see there's a grate up here ahead. Other than that, do I see anything else in the room?
No, other than the big, like right next to you on the ground, you see the blood spot, and then actual obvious blood trail where something has been dragged down along the side.
Does it
Right.
look like red humanoid blood or something?
It does.
Something
It looks
different?
like red humanoid blood.
Okay.
Fresh? Would we
Relatively fresh.
Yeah.
Oh, and actually, you know what? You can all give me perception checks.
Yay.
Oh,
Boink boink.
Luca with the natural 20.
Woo!
Where-
Big dog 4.
Dan going consistently with the 4. Oh, Corbog with the natural 20. Look at the 20s flying everywhere.
Damn. Save those.
Wait.
Okay, so the two of you that got the natural 20s, Luca and Corbog, you're hearing animal noises, almost like growling and
Meh.
yeah, no, not meh. Dog-like animal noises coming from down the stream or the sewer area. Maybe from
wait.
beyond that gate.
Oh, okay.
I hold my hand up and then I use Divine Sense.
Okay. And what does that detect again?
Detects anything within 60 feet of me that is a celestial, fiend, or undead. that is not behind total cover.
Okay. Celestial, fiend, or undead. Let me see. You do not detect anything within 60 feet.
I just nod. Not
Alright,
the same. Not the same evil.
So
right.
I'm gonna walk up about halfway to the grate and send the dancing lights out through the hole in the grate, and then bring them, like, bounce them around a little bit, and then bring them right back to us.
Okay.
Ooh, a little lure.
Hang on a moment. Let me. Okay, so and they come back. Then your lights come back, right? Second thing.
Bow at the ready.
For those of you that were made your natural 20s, Luca and Korbog, you do hear some of the sounds stop. A couple of the sounds are still going, but you do hear some of the sounds stop. Within probably 10, 15 seconds, something emerges from the grate.
Let's get a closer look.
These two wolf-like creatures come out of the grate. They do resemble wolves for the most part. They are, however, very black, purplish, inky kind of color to them. Their eyes are glowing red. They also they kind of look very sickly looking, and like their bodies are almost kind of twisted in weird ways. However, they still look like wolves, but they're just they don't look like any wolves that you guys have seen.
So as soon as one poked its head out of the grate, I would have let the arrow go.
Oh yeah, no, you're gonna get your shot, and then we're gonna roll some initiative. I'm just getting to my little handy.
Assassinate!
Assassinate. Action surge. Assassinate.
I don't have action surge yet.
Doesn't
First
that
level.
doesn't that only work on humanoid creatures?
Assassinate?
Nah.
Come on.
I'm just
You already
messing
put
with
me in a
What can you
completely
do?
18-hour sunlight day. Come on.
you.
The
Okay.
drow lives
To assassinate.
Okay, so go ahead and give me your first shot. Take your shot.
Come on. 11. So +9. So +9. 20 to hit.
Oh, you hit.
Beautiful.
A solid hit.
18 plus.
Ooh.
Nice.
Wow.
18 plus 15. I still have to do math. 33 plus 5. 38 damage.
Oof.
There we go. Those are some Korbog numbers. All right.
Finally. Push.
Burr!
One down.
You shoot that when it goes down. It is dead. Arrow goes right through its head and just boom, it just falls over. Okay, let's roll some initiatives.
All right.
That was amazing.
That was amazing.
It's really good.
Stupid assassin. Where's my die? Oh, here it is.
Stupid assassin.
Assassin.
All right.
Why is everybody a damn assassin around here? Okay, Bryn, what'd you get?
17.
Ember is not here. Let's change that
Roll
to
for
Dan.
her, though. She should
Let's
be
change
in it.
that to Dan. Dan.
14.
Luca.
5.
Ooh, there you go. Korbog.
13.
13.
The great +0 dexterity.
Bryn.
Up again?
Yep. You got
Sweet.
the highest initiative.
Let her rip
Does your
again.
elf arrow
Yeah.
see?
Second shot.
Yeah. Another assassinate.
16 to hit.
Inspiration. Oh.
You hit.
Oh, nice. Is this an assassinate as well?
It hasn't gone yet.
Oh, that's nice. Bad puppies. Oh, look at that. Again, same roll. Bye.
So you guys see these two, black, twisted, kind of purplish, inky looking wolves come out of the grate, and immediately, bam, bam, two elf arrows goes zipping into them, and down they both go.
That was amazing.
I got this, guys.
That
I
was
sent
a
the
bunch
dancing
of bull
lights
crap.
back in again.
And
Wiggle
then
them around and pull them back.
That
I
was
say
a bunch
that was
of bull
amazing.
crap.
I look at my hand, and then I look at his shoulder, and I nod to myself.
Yeah.
Glad I
Instrument
called that
of
guy.
vengeance.
Okay. All of you can give me perception checks again.
Again.
Oh,
30
stop with the
seconds.
20s. What is going on?
Okay, I rolled a 19.
Corbog and Luca.
Yeah.
All right.
19.
Okay, so everybody except Bryn. Bryn's too focused visually on the scene.
Yeah.
He can't pay attention to hearing things. He's like, oh my goodness, look at those shots.
Still
He's
looking
like-
at the quivering fletching.
He's patting himself on the back a little bit too much of those two shots. The sounds of the dogs have stopped completely. The board.
All right.
How long do you guys wait?
Elf. Go see what your elf eyes can see.
All right, so I'll walk ahead up into right
His
at the
name is
entrance to the
Bryn
grate
Sharp.
Yes, he's an elf, though.
and just peer in.
Okay.
His eyes are up here.
So as you get there, actually, that is when you're going to notice that there are more wolves coming through.
Oh.
So actually, I'll even give it to you. You're kind of here. You're kind of back a little further. You're just getting to where you can see through the grate as you're getting there, and the wolves are just about to break through at that point. So they were going next anyway. They have the next initiative, so I'll just have them go. And then we'll be all set here. So let's see. I do have to roll one other thing quick. Okay, so all right, so coming out of the hole are some wolves. So another wolf comes out and comes here right up after Bryn. Another one comes out, and they're going to double move, so they'll come right up this way. They get about that far with their double move. This one's over here. And then also behind them.
Oh, all right.
Oh, big buddy.
So
Oh,
again,
okay.
now these wolves are, even these bigger ones they look very, very similar. Just a much larger form of those wolves, the smaller wolves. Again, big. These ones have like some spikes on the back of their necks leading into their shoulders. They have like a ridge of spikes going down the back. The only one that gets to actually make an attack is the first small one that came up to Bryn. So it will make an attack roll. Bryn, a 10 does not hit, I assume, correct?
Does not.
Okay, so the first one comes up to you, and it takes a snap at you, obviously missing terribly. And then we're going to go to Korbog. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Dan. Dan's next.
All right.
Sharp.
Is there any way? Do I have enough movement to disengage and get next to Bryn in his dancing lights?
So you're over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, so there's a wall of wolves in the middle here.
Yeah.
That you can't really get past. You could get up. Yeah, you could get up to where the purple's pointing if you wanted to.
All right. You know what? He handily. You're pretty. You're injured, right, Bryn?
Yeah, you knew that I was pretty rough off, even with Korbog's help.
All right. Then.
Although, actually, Sharp, if you wanted to give me like an athletics check, you could head towards that smaller one and kind of leap over him. Because it's only probably the size of a medium or probably largest size dog.
All right. Well, that is a 16 plus minus 1, 15.
So you can get to here, which is most of your movement. You used your disengage action as well, so you have that, and you can kind of jump over this wolf and land over here, and you still have some movement left if you want to continue moving.
Right here.
Yep, right here. So
Okay.
right there.
All right. So I got to come and help you. So, dagger out. My short sword's already out, and I'm going to go to work on that big one.
Okay, so you want to move up a little further, then another 5 feet, and you're there. There you go. Now
Okay.
you're on him. Yep.
All right. Okay, that is a 14 with my short sword as I thrust it out.
14 is not enough. So your short sword gets into, it's got some really thick matted fur in there, and your short sword kind of cuts a chunk of that fur off, but does not seem to get any fleshy parts.
All right, so once I see that, I kind of flip my dagger up. I was holding it back, flip it up, and then I'm gonna plunge it in. All right, that is a 19 on the die.
That's gonna stick. So yeah, so after cutting off that nice big chunk of fur, you just drive that dagger right down in that same spot, and you manage to hit.
All right. So some sneak attack. There's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of piercing damage.
Okay. All right, so you drive that dagger down into its back. It kind of looks at you, spins its head and looks at you and gives you a growl, and there's lots of foam and like drool coming out of its mouth. There's blood all over its mouth, tons of blood all over its mouth and its face as it looks at you. And we'll go to, is there anything else that you want to do, Dan?
No, I'm done. My actions are done.
Okay. Korbog, it's your turn.
I'm just going to attack this wolf that's right in front of me.
Okay, go for it.
That's a 19.
That's going to be a hit.
Bad puppy.
Bad doggy.
For 13 damage.
13 is enough. That one falls over.
Then I'm going to move.
Okay.
Up a couple steps, a couple squares there.
Show me your pointer. Where do you want to move?
Oh, yeah. Here.
Okay.
So I don't leave this one. Is this one
threatening you? He is threatening you. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Both of them are. Both that one and the big one now.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hammer's handle on the ground and put my shield onto my arm.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. And that leads us to Luca.
Awesome. I am going to move up right here next to Korbog.
Okay. We'll take the dead body out of the way for now.
Awesome. And then taking out my quarterstaff, 2 hands, I'm going to try to strike the small one in front of me across the head.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh. I doubt a 9's going to hit.
9 is not going to hit.
Okay, perfect. In which case, I will just maintain where I'm at.
Okay. All right, so back to the top of the order then. We are at Bryn.
So one fluid motion, I'm going to put my bow back on my back and just unsheath the dual arm blades and go after the little puppy with the first shot.
Okay.
11.
11 does not hit.
Oh.
Second swing.
Come on.
12.
12 does not hit either.
Oh
man. Looks so cool though.
It did. It did. Because now remember, as he puts that bow back on his back, as he brings his arms down, these 2 blades like spring off the top of his hands. So these 2 blades kind of pop out, and he kind of drives them down. But he looked good until he got to the part where he actually got to try to stab something. Anything else for you, Bryn?
If I disengage from the small, am I gonna come into melee range with either of the 2 larger wolves?
Well, you are within range of the one bigger wolf. He's already this guy here, is already within melee range of you, but he was just further back, so he couldn't come up and bite you on his turn.
I'll stay right there.
You-
Sorry,
Bad
go
man.
ahead.
You could disengage from both of them,
Yeah.
But then come into melee with something else, right?
right? But then then you don't have a lot of room to go because there's more
5,
wolves
10,
behind
15, 20, 25.
You could get over toward the corner over here
you.
safely.
Good.
So stupid D&D question. One disengages with anything.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, yes, then I'll absolutely do that. I thought
Okay.
I would go into melee with something else.
No.
No.
Okay. So you disengage and move 30, right? Your movement's
Yeah, get
30,
me the heck
right?
out of there. As far away as possible. Like
Right
up
back
in
by-
here if we can.
Right back by Ember's character.
So that's how drows roll.
I come
Drows that are
over.
on their deathbed.
I put myself
I
in the
wasn't
thick of it for you.
Sitting in my room pooping myself during the last fight.
You don't know what I was doing.
Uh,
I could have been doing anything. Something magical.
It was magical, all right.
Okay, Wolves' turn. Okay, so now we got some interesting things happening here. Who's going to attack who? So this guy's going to come over here. Attack that way. This one's going to come up. Okay, so Sharp, who is all by himself now,
Yep.
is getting attacked by a little one first.
14 is the magic number.
And they have pack tactics, so they get 2 dice. They get advantage on their attack roll.
Ay, caramba.
Hang on, I gotta find my digging through my dice bag here, my massive dice bag. Oh, I'll bring out the big boy. I'll bring out the big boy. Okay. Oh, double sevens. So does a 11 hit? 11 doesn't hit.
No, thankfully. No.
And then the dire wolf, who also has pack tactics, it will try and
Mm.
oh, and that would be a natural 20.
All right.
So-
Wait.
So busted. So
I'm going to
busted.
use my lucky feat and make you re-roll.
Ah,
Oh.
what a bunch of crap.
My
So
God.
I got an
Take it.
11.
Like
No.
it.
So it looks like the dire wolf is about to lunge, and I'm kind of and I panic for a second. I kind of look to see if anybody sees that I panic, uncharacteristically, and I slip on a little bit of sewage in there, and thankfully, luckily, I arch back and it snaps where it would have caught my throat and misses me.
It would have gotten your throat too. It was going to be a good one.
Excellent.
Damn assassins and lucky feats. What a bunch of crap. Okay. Anyway. So the other one.
You deserve whatever you get if you use pack tactics. That's all I got to say.
I love pack tactics. It's so good.
Yes.
Okay. So, all right. See? Rolling 2 dice. 2 dice. All right, Chris. Here it comes. The big guy's on you. 20 total. Dirty 20.
It's
Okay, so the first one, the big one, bites into you for 10 points of damage.
all right.
I would like to use a sentinel reaction to make an attack on him.
Okay, go ahead.
Awesome.
I love it.
All these interrupts and
Okay, so that's going to be, I think it's a +4. Yeah, so 15.
A 15 hits.
Woo.
Awesome. That's going to be.
Whack. Oh.
2, so. Oh, it's a little slow on me. 3 points of damage.
3. Okay, so you hit it for 3.
Yeah.
Okay, and so Corbett, you take that 10 points, right? And then you need to give me a strength saving throw.
Ooh,
A strength saving throw. Okay.
come on, no problem.
No problem.
20.
Yep. So that big one, like it bites into your arm, and it's trying to drag you down to the ground, but you are strong enough to, you're like yank your arm away from him and stop him from yanking you down. The other one, however, the little one right here, also is going to try and bite you. Because again, pack tactics, right? Does a 15 hit?
Nope.
Okay, so that one is kind of snapping at you, but you got you have your hammer in your left arm, and your right arm's got that shield now, and you're kind of, keeping that between you and the little tiny wolf. and that's not a problem there. And then the last one attacks Bryn without any friends around, so a 10 does not hit Bryn either. Okay, so they are done. It is now Sharp's turn.
All right.
I yell, kill the small ones first.
Okay. There's a small one on me.
There is, in fact, a large one and a small one on you.
I know, but you know what? I'm in a bad way here by myself with no sneak attack. So if I were to go 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, I'll disengage where the blue arrow is.
Yep. Okay, so you come all the way over here. Boop.
And then I'll stick that. I'll stick the creature.
Show me which one. Point.
This one,
That
the
one there.
small
Okay,
one,
beautiful.
with my short sword. 18 on the die.
Oh, that's going to be enough.
All right.
Going to be enough for my
9,
poor
10,
little
11,
wolfie.
15 points of damage.
Arr.
Okay. Then yeah, good. Then that's it. That's it.
Is that for you?
Oh wait,
Okay.
that was my bonus action for the disengage, right?
Yeah, so you still have a movement action.
So I'll pop myself in the corner, in the far corner over here, and be prepared to drop my my sword to get my bow. But I'm not dropping it yet.
Okay.
Go ahead, I'm done.
Korbog, it's your turn.
It's great. I assassinate this wolf.
Well, not really assassinate per se, but yeah, okay.
Murderize it.
You're a paladin.
So-
You aren't a rogue.
Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the large hammer and I'm going to draw the
Small
smaller
hammer.
hammer,
Okay.
and then going to assassinate it. 16.
16's a hit.
All right. See what I do. See. It's only 6 damage.
6 damage. It's still standing.
Dang.
I
Okay.
don't think I can do anything else.
Okay. So then next is going to be Luca.
Awesome. I would take my quarterstaff and try to strike the big dog across the head with it.
Okay.
It'll work this time.
That's going to be a hit.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay, so this is going to be. Okay, I had 5 points of damage. And
5?
then as my yes.
Okay.
As my bonus action, I take a unarmed strike at him and try to kick him now
Okay.
across the head.
Cool.
Like-
Come on, come on. Yeah.
Ooh,
No!
yeah, no.
Oh!
9's
Not with
gonna
that.
hit. So I feel really cool just getting a really good strike across his head. I'm like, oh man, this is easy. And I kick and I miss. I'm like, okay, just kidding. No one saw that.
Just kidding. Psych.
And that'll be it.
Okay. Back to the top of the order. It's Bryn.
So I'm gonna take advantage of the sewer slip and slide we have here, and I'm gonna rush up and slide across the sewer and hit the first dog, the small dog with one arm. At like coming across here. Let me share my pointer. Coming across this way.
Oh, gotcha. Over to this side.
Yeah. Come on. Thank you. 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
Sweet. That's sneak attack damage too, right?
Yep. You have an ally within melee combat range of the creature.
So here we go. Awesome.
Nice.
Dead.
13 plus 3, 16. Sweet. Second arm. Going in, hitting the big dire wolf. And that's a nat 1.
Woohoo!
I totally slip and fall on my ass
Inspiration.
in the dog poop. Oh, inspiration?
You could use your inspiration if you like. Sure, go ahead.
Uh,
I should make a token that I can put on Vorpal that we can put right on the board that shows when you guys have your inspiration.
Oh,
we
we
should
have
do that.
those. We can pull those in.
I know, we should.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and re-roll. Let's re-roll that. Come on.
There you go.
That'll work. All right, sweet. Another same roll. 10 plus 3, 13 damage.
Oof, nice one.
Actually, you only get your sneak attack once per turn, right?
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
right.
correct. Yes, correct. Thank you.
So hold on, what was that roll? That
We
was
used it the first time.
So I got a 4 plus a 3, so that's 7. Thank you, Chris.
7 damage.
I mean, I should have just let you do the damage, but you know.
Seeing as you kind of helped write the rules and all, you should probably do them right.
Yeah, good luck with me.
Yeah.
We don't need no rules.
Okay, so that was Bryn on 17. So now it's the Wolves' turn.
My day, all we had was backstab, and we liked it.
Oh,
Yeah.
backstab was so
Our-
terrible.
And you spent like 5, 6, 7 rounds trying to position to get it.
It was
Can
so
I-
awful.
Can I
I
bonus
love-
action disengage over here?
Yeah.
Into this corner.
How much movement do you have left?
Well, I started here.
No, you started back when you started here, I think, right? Here?
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can move 2 more, right? You have a 30-foot movement?
Yep.
We can
And
slide you
then-
back there.
Okay.
Get you back a little bit. So their turn. So let's see. We still got 2 over there. Still got the big guy there. This one here is going to come down. This one's going to move up. And this one's going to come over here. Okay, so the little one is going to attempt to attack Bryn.
Ooh.
Natural 1 does nothing for. Oh, sorry. He gets to be advantaged because his
tactics.
pack tactics. Ooh. That natural 1 turns into a 21, which is going to hit.
Yep.
So he hits you for 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And give me a strength roll. Okay, you're safe. That's good. Oh, unless you. No, what is it? You might have. I guess you could have a penalty, right?
Strength saving throw plus
No,
0.
just a strength check. So yeah, strength saving throw. Correct.
Yeah, so plus 0.
Oh, so you're good. Yep, you're good. Yeah, you would had to have a penalty to have that happen. So then the bigger one is going to attempt to bite you with his advantage. Well, that was not a great roll. That was double 2s. I seem to roll doubles every time I roll two 20-sided dice. So the
That's got
double
to be
2s is what's that?
That's got to be the worst dire wolf I've ever seen.
I know he hasn't bitten anything. So he bites at you and he misses too. And then the other wolf is going to attack Korbog, and he does not have any friends attacking him with him, so he only gets a regular roll. And that would be a 9, which is also terrible. And my
Didn't even
rolls
hit
are.
me with my shield out.
I
Shield
know.
put away.
My wolves are not doing well today. So Sharp, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'll just as a free action, just kind of like drop my short sword. I'm not happy about that. Unsling my bow and fire at the big guy on Bryn.
Okay. Yep. Gotcha.
Wait. There's a little guy on Bryn
There's
too.
a little. There's a little guy in Bryn too.
All right, Korbog. How I say, little or big?
Little.
All right, going for the little one. 12 plus 5, 17.
17's a hit.
And 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points. No, 13 points.
Killed it.
Okay. And then I will position myself over here around the corner.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of like listen the other way to make sure that like the sounds of battle hasn't drawn any new foe down on us.
Gotcha. Okay. Sounds
By the
good
way,
there.
Art,
Yep.
has that gloom we continued, is it still permeating the? Okay.
It is. It is. Korbog, your turn.
Excellent. Is either one of these? Are either one of these wounded?
They're both wounded, actually.
I'm going to hit the one that's closest to everyone else then.
Okay.
Come on.
16.
16's a hit.
For 7 damage.
Okay. Boom. Nice. Good. You drop that hammer right down on his back. And it's like kind of, again, it's similar. It kind of looks towards you, foam and blood all over its face and drooling out of its mouth. And it's obviously not happy about being struck by your hammer. Anything else, Scorebug?
Nope. I'm done.
Luca, it's your turn.
Okay, so after having almost just slipped from trying to kick the smaller dog, repositioning as I'm trying to stand up, I'm gonna take my quarterstaff and try to swing at the legs
Okay.
of this one.
Get that mama.
Come on.
Oh.
Man, I really doubt a 10's gonna hit. Wait, no, it's a 9. Sorry. So 13.
13 does not hit.
Okay, still miss.
It hits him, but it's again that thick matted fur and stuff. It doesn't seem to be really getting through all that fur.
Okay, well, after swinging and missing, I'm like, are you kidding me? And I was gonna try to take my other foot and try to kick at him.
Okay,
Nice.
go ahead.
Again with my bonus action.
Get it. Get it.
Please.
That's gonna hit.
Nice.
Yay. Okay,
So,
well that's
so
not
after
much.
stabilizing yourself with the staff kind of stuck in its matted fur a little bit, you kick it right in the mouth. For how
Perfect.
much?
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. Okay, nice,
Yes.
nice strike. Okay,
Perfect.
you got some blood
No,
on
yeah.
your shoe. From the blood that had all over its mouth is now on your shoe as you kick it in the face.
Oh.
And back to the top of the order, which is Bryn.
So I'll just go ahead and take a swipe at the dire wolf that's right on me.
Yep.
I should have rolled 2.
Oh, hey, look who's coming in.
Hey.
A new player has entered the game.
The unnamed player.
She's not talking yet though.
No, she's not talking. Keep on going. Good.
So yeah, I'll go. What was that? So that was a 9 plus 5 is 14.
14 is on the big guy is a miss.
Okay. Second shot. Come on. Miss again.
Miss again.
I'm just completely covered in sewage.
I'll whisper. I'll say, "Get out of there! Get out of there!"
And I will bonus action disengage and come back over here. And do I have enough to draw my bow, or do I have to do that next round?
You can do that next round as part of your attack.
Okay.
Well, you could put your sword away this turn if you want to, and then take your bow out next turn.
I'll keep them out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Sharp. It is your turn.
Okay, I'll stick my head around the corner, and I'll. Which one of both have both of these been struck?
As far as you can tell, well, you see blood all over their faces anyway, but both of them also have some blood on their backs, their back haunches. They have these, bloody areas.
Okay,
where
well,
they've been stabbed and beaten.
I'll go first on this one with my short bow.
Your short bow. Gotcha.
Yeah, I've got my short bow. So I'm shooting 18 on the die.
That's going to be a hit.
That's a good roll. Oh, excellent. 11, 12. 17 points of damage. I come around the corner and I'm just like looking, trying to find that right spot as it turns its head, and I sink the arrow in wherever you tell me.
Yeah, you get it like right above the haunch on the front leg. You get a nice solid shot on it. It does not look good.
All right, and then I'll stick my head back around the corner and I'll try and do a skulking attack, a skulking move. but that is my my stealth roll.
Okay, you think you are very well hidden. Bryn, you see him more or less kind of standing in the middle of the hallway, hiding behind like his sword, trying to be like, okay, I'm hidden, I'm well hidden, and he's not well hidden enough.
If I can't see her, she can't see me.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
And Korbog, it's your turn.
That's excellent. I hit the one that he just shot.
Okay, go for it.
Come on.
Oh, inspiration.
There are low numbers on your dice.
Oh.
Dang.
I was almost thinking for a minute there you got together with James to make sure your dice only rolled high there for a moment with the way you've been rolling.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to step away. Is that going to be? No, that's not going to do anything. Never mind. I'm done.
Okay, so Korbog tries to swing the hammer and doesn't even come close to hitting this wolf. And it's Luca's turn.
Perfect. I would like to take some of my movements and shift over to this side as well. Can I occupy the space this little dead dog's in?
Yeah, absolutely. Here, let me get out of the way. Hang on.
Perfect.
Advantage, you are flanking.
No advantage.
There's no advantage.
Yeah.
I would just like to attack that one.
Go for it.
No advantage.
No advantage.
That
15%.
Advantage is for it's like
15?
baby. Bad. It's for babies. Getting advantage for flanking.
How are you doing hiding there in the middle of the store? You're doing a great job there.
You know
Sorry.
damn well I'm not hiding at all.
I know. Keep quiet over there. You're trying to hide.
So, Luca, you got a 15, I think, right?
Yes.
You
I
hit.
did.
You hit.
Perfect. See here.
Ew.
And
Okay, so this
I'll
would be
take
a
Hey,
7.
James, want to hand me the status tokens? I'll throw one on my creature over here. I should do some of the DM work myself here this time instead of making someone else do it for me.
Don't hurt yourself.
Get a new status for this one.
Yay.
Says
And-
unconscious as it gets killed by Bryn or Luca.
Yeah, that's my kill. Don't give it to Bryn. So after just like cracking my quarterstaff across its back, I'd like to do some fancy footwork, jump down here
Yep.
with the remaining movement, and take
Okay.
my bonus action, unarmed strike. As I'm coming down, just try to elbow into the back of this other big one.
Okay.
All right. Come on.
Ooh, that looks
Nice.
good. That's good.
Woo. Okay, and
Right on.
so
Wait.
that'll be 5 points.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, Dan, your arrow had dropped that guy to 2 hit points.
Not quite.
You were that close. That close, man.
Not quite an Andy move.
No, not quite an any move. And so yeah, so that one's that. So that brings us back to the top of the order of Bryn.
So I'll go ahead and pull my bow out and let a shot rip on the last dire wolf. Come on. That'll hit.
Nice.
Nice.
Sneak attack.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think
Man.
your 6-sided are loaded.
I know. I've had 3 double 6s on
I
the
know.
sneak. I love it.
Wait a minute.
All
Who
right.
programmed these?
I know.
So
Not Thad. He hasn't got a clue.
no, that is definitely not me. 18 damage.
18 damage. Nice.
Nice.
Bye bye, puppy.
Oops. I just did something funny with my. Here we go. Okay, so. Slightly not game related for a second. Hey, Bryn. Hey, Thad. Do you have Ember's number? Can you get a hold of her?
Yes, I will.
Just to make sure she's
Hold on.
not having an issue with her PC or something.
Yep.
Okay. And then Sharp, it's your turn.
All right. Okay. I didn't like that Andy move. So Andy's a friend of ours who always seems to bring creatures just to 1 hit point. So I'll pop my head back out, and
Okay.
I'm thinking, man, it doesn't even matter if I had allies because I was so well hidden. But thankfully, I have allies, and so you know what? I'm so cocky that I thought somebody break out this die. 16 on the die, so that's pretty good.
That's going to be a hit.
Ooh, 19 points of sneak attack damage.
19 points of sneak attack damage. That's going to be enough to add a status token to that one. And boom, unconscious.
Nice.
So for those out there who are wondering, those are our chest and trove status tokens, which are awesome.
Yeah.
We love them very, very much. And that is it. So the wolves have been dispatched. Waiting for a second to see if Ember is going to come in here.
I'll retrieve
There
my
she
sword.
is. There's something. Oh, then she
And
went.
there
She
she
went
is.
away.
There she is. Here she comes.
I'm going to retrieve my sword from
Okay.
the corner.
Can you guys
I'll
hear
block
me?
him back over here.
We can hear you, Ember. We don't have your
Awesome.
video though.
Okay, I'm getting there. Man, it's been a crazy day. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
I'm trying to get in here. Sorry.
There you go.
Gotta figure this out.
We can-
Sorry. Let's try that. Huh? All right.
That works.
All right. Hi, everybody.
Hey. So we were at a very good stopping point for a second. So for everybody watching, this is go ahead, Ember. Introduce yourself and your character.
I am the unknown. Why is Sharp just like looking so aggressive? First off, like he just looks so angry. I have no clue what's been happening. He just looks angry. Like when I get on. All right,
It's that men's small T-shirt.
that men's too small. That's a children's shirt. All right.
Yeah, you
Let's
missed
be honest.
the pre-show discussion.
Plenty of room here.
Look, whatever you say, we don't believe this at all. All right. I'm trying to get my. Sorry, guys. So I reset up my room in here, so everything got unplugged and didn't get plugged back. So that's what took me so long. Is that I'm trying to just get all this. All right. Cool. Awesome. Hi. I'm Ember Moon, also known as the Unnamed Minotaur, because I don't remember my name. You know, when you mess with the bull, you get the horns, and normally it's coming out of small little shops where you're trying to figure out how did all of that hide in there. Ember Moon.
Okay, so who wants to quickly catch Ember up on what has happened so far?
All right.
Go ahead, Dan.
Go ahead,
Not
Dan.
all at once, guys.
I know.
So apparently we're being led on a merry chase through the sewers by some cloaked figure that woke me up, came to the room where we had lodging, and the assumption I believe is that maybe this person wants to kill us all but needs us all together. Otherwise, I mean, because I was left, I was unmolested, nothing was taken, so I followed down into the sewers where I came across my boon companions amidst the carnage of a battle and this gloom. We continued on in the sewers and were assailed by these wolf-like ragged sewer dwellers. And
Okay.
that's exactly where we left off. But
And they're all down.
yeah, but Luca's wrist bracelet is continuing to buzz.
Luca, now we got to talk about
Yes.
this. Are you a devil? Is that a thing? Are you a demon? Is there some sort of not good stuff happening with you where this is an issue? Because we've known you for a while and it didn't happen on that boat we were on. It didn't happen before then when we met that I know of. And either you've been hiding secrets from us or, you know, I'm just saying maybe you're leading us into a trap.
Well, I can say with absolute certainty I am neither a devil or a demon. I have no idea what is going on with my bracelet right now. I am just as confused as you guys are.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So now that we've covered that base,
I can say that with some certainty too.
I was just going to bring that point up to you, Korbog. She is never detected as a devil or a demon.
All right. I'm glad my best friend has my side in this. So, we're all good there. Us big folk gotta stick together.
Careful
and-
who you're calling devil or demon there,
That's true.
Minotaur.
What?
You have horns.
So? I'm part bull, part minotaur. Like, I'm supposed to have horns.
Hmm.
Wait, so just because she has horns, she's got to be a devil or a demon? That's
Yep.
pretty
we can't-
presumptuous.
Well, only Korbog can rule that out, and I think he has.
I have.
You are kind of the expert of the party.
Sad.
Okay, so you guys are here. You're in
Yeah.
the sewers. We'll take the dead wolves away here. What else? There was something else that you found here in the sewers, right about this
Yeah.
general area that you might want to point out to
Right.
Ember.
Wait, did we investigate? Did we investigate the wolf's the tail pouch?
The tail pouch.
Where'd you go? Come here. Come
For any
The wolves-
Futurama fans.
The wolves don't have any
Alright.
tail pouches.
All right.
And they don't bear the unmistakable stench of dwarf urine.
They do not. No, they do not.
Okay. All right.
Did Sharp get the Falcon thing? Silver Raven? We got him.
He did, yes.
I do.
All
I
right.
see that.
So which one are you currently? Because I don't know the difference between the two. What the difference?
I'm in my studded leather armor and my cloak. I'm looking very stealthy and dashing.
This is not a place
Yeah.
for you right now. Yep. Pat that. She thinks that she rules the world now. All right. So all right. Well, it's that shady guy. He's back here. All right. All right. Guess I'm dealing with this. All right. Cool.
So,
So what do you think?
said
Should we head down into the sewers further through the hole?
but there was something here to look at in this.
Oh no,
rubbish?
there was that pool of blood right on the corner,
Oh.
right next to you, Sharp.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I go investigate whatever area they're talking about?
You can come over to here, Ember.
Oh man, look at my mini.
See
Where'd
that?
it go?
Look at that. See?
Look at that.
Here,
Does it
let's
have a
do it
little
over here.
dragon in there?
That little
yeah,
dragon in the
there's my
bottom.
little
Oh, where is
dragon.
it? Right here.
Yeah. Look at him
Oops.
go.
Yeah.
I just dropped you. I'm sorry. I dropped you. There's the
Awesome.
Minotaur. Okay, so you are here. Go ahead and give me a medicine check. Why not?
Dang it. No, my browser. It's gone. Sorry. Oh, there it is. Medicine.
Luckily for
medicine.
you, D&D Beyond loads quite fast and easy.
Cool. I actually know medicine.
Oh, there you go. See?
Okay, 18.
Okay, good. So yeah, so you take a look, and there's definitely right between the two of you now on that floor, there is a pool of blood. It does seem somewhat fresh. You kind of like dip a finger into it and check it, and it seems like it's starting to like coagulate and get thicker, but it is somewhat fresh. And then it looks like
Is
down
it-
that whole side on that walkway that you happen to be on, there is a trail where it looks like something was murdered or stabbed here on the corner and dragged down towards that grate.
Yes, they took it to the killing zone. All right, it's where they eat it. I've done this plenty of times, but you know how it goes. Sometimes there's no grass to graze, so you got to eat what's you keep what you kill, basically. That's how it works. All right. As someone that's very comfortable in these tight confines, being so big, I would like to kind of follow this around to, I guess, this great situation here.
Okay. So you can see through the grate. Actually, why don't we line up the next shot here with the camera? Give us just 1 second. We'll show you what is beyond.
I'll go ahead and pop the lights up forward so she can actually see, knowing that her dark vision is a little thin.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, you mean not existent? Is that what you meant?
I was being nice, Minotaur.
Like you
As
see
I
it, right?
smirk, I throw my lights up so you can look ahead.
Put the lights up here.
Oh, so you want to do some dancing lights and stuff? That's fine.
So you
I
can
can
even
dance
drop
with
it.
some light. So as I say dance with some light, I want to go to wherever he like did his light or dancing light spell. I just want to just pump it down and let him know that like this is how the fools go, you know? Also, for those that don't know, I'm chaotic good, so that's why it's a little crazy. For those that don't know, I
Sure,
might be chaotic
that's the
evil. No one
reason.
really knows. No one knows. We like to have fun here at the Vorpal Board. D&D Riverbreak stream thing.
It seems like chaotic's a common thing here.
Yeah, that defines our whole party.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We actually don't know if we're the good guys. We just attempt to do good, and attempt is like heavy quotes.
I know.
So, question as well: did you guys roll the wolf bodies by chance before we bailed out of here? Because I feel like I need to remind people,
Dan
especially
Dan did try and look at the wolf tail pockets, and there was nothing in the tail
he
pockets.
lifted up some tails.
There was
okay.
nothing in the tail pockets. So something that you do notice, actually, Ember.
Can I
Oh,
take
go ahead.
some tails?
You could cut off a couple tails, I guess, if you'd like.
I would like to cut off the tails, and where I have the Medusa head on one side, I want the tails on the other side. Just taking trophies where I can. Sorry, and then I'll go with everyone else.
I have to ask: is this something like? Do you WWE superstars like to take parts of your enemies and bring them with you? Because
I would love to do that in the WWE. I feel like that might be considered murder in real life.
Have you seen the belts?
I mean,
oh, that's true. I guess
close
that's
enough,
true.
man.
Because
I mean,
Xavier Woods always wants to take teeth, so now you're taking heads and tails. I was just curious.
Look, all right. There's a point for all of this. You never know when you're gonna have to BS your way through a story at a bar, and props always work.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
So DM question at this point, I know we're in a sewer and all, but is there a noticeable odor coming off the Minotaur at this point? She's had a head hanging off her belt for a few days.
it's probably
Now we
not,
have direwolf tails.
It's probably not going to be
Look,
smelling too good for too long.
As a poison expert, I know how to preserve bodies, okay? So let's just get that straight. Look, I pull out the Medusa head. See, I cover the eyes. See, it's still good. It's still good.
Not so much.
No,
It's still good.
Chunks are falling off.
Yeah, exactly. As I'm holding it up, there's a snake head that comes detached, and it's we can throw that back on. It's fine. Pop it back in there. You never know when it's gonna come in handy.
Well, I mean, I don't know what's more disconcerting. I mean, the stench or this gloom. The stench, at least, we can explain, but the gloom we find ourselves in.
Yes, the gloom is definitely something very different. You guys have never encountered this before, so you're not quite sure what's going on there. So
Are
quickly
things
though.
still,
Oh, go ahead,
sorry,
yep.
I just sidebar for the party. Are things still looking altered when we walk into certain areas and stuff like that?
Yep.
It's been the same, Ember. You have not. It's been the same since you first walked into that main area. That same kind of gloominess has been over this entire area.
Well,
Okay.
and Bree, has your bracelet started vibrating anymore, or is it still the same?
Same.
Excellent question.
Same.
Same.
So just to point out something to Ember. So now that you're down here and you're near this grate, you're noticing if you can kind of see, you see how there's kind of like some, and you see there's like some brown gook on the ground there. So that's
is that
actually
blood?
no, actually that is some like dust and small chunks of rock, almost as if actually. Trying to think of who we have in the party. Ember, you can give me a nature check.
She's making that check. I'd like to say that I'm going to use the Pearl of Power to regain a spell slot.
Okay, do that.
13. I get a -1 for that.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it looks like it may be some. You've seen this before in mines. As if maybe somebody was mining something in the general area, and maybe some of the chunks of rocks and dust kind of got pulled out here into the sewer area a little bit, maybe from the wolves, moving through here and bringing pieces back and forth by accident,
Is there a way that I can kind of do a little finger analysis of the dust type
Sure.
situation?
Yeah.
can I do a medicine check to see what the substance is?
It would be nature. Nature again.
Nature. -1. Here we go, everybody. 16.
Okay, well that's good. Yeah, actually, it seems to be regular old like bedrock. Nothing new that you can tell from here. Nothing different.
Okay. So who is this invisible creature right here?
That is the dancing lights.
Okay, cool.
It's actually that's the 3 light. It's the WizKids dancing lights mini. It's got the 3 lights on it.
Okay, so I would like to. Is there a way I can do sleight of hand and stealthily go through this grate and search for traps?
You guys, you can use stealth.
Yes. Uh, 24.
Okay. Is anybody following her?
I will.
Okay.
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
as well.
Are you all
Yeah.
trying to be quiet as well, or are you trying to not be quiet?
Can I
Quiet.
tell as my big 7-foot ass body like blocks the grate before I go in? Someone's digging. Be quiet, and
Okay.
then just stealthily go in.
Okay. James, want to come
I'm
move them all around? So do you want to be just kind of on the inside, Ember? I can reach you, and we kind of be over here.
Can I stop in the middle of the grate and try to do like a perimeter check from there, since the dancing lights is in the middle of the room?
Yeah, and you don't see any other creatures, and there's no other movement in the room.
Okay, cool.
So Minotaur, just so you know too, we drew out that pack of wolves out of this room with the lights and drew them back
Oh.
into the sewers. So
Cool. All right. Perfect.
it should be clear
So-
for a little while.
So my wolf friends were definitely guarding something. That's what you're telling me.
Hmm.
So, okay, cool. So there's probably traps in here. Or that's what I would assume. Yeah, I'll leave this party. That's right. I'll leave this party for like 2 more seconds.
So actually, now that you're here, all of you can give me perception checks.
Boo. God. Apparently the stank of the sewer is just killing my perception.
Synthetic 20.
19.
Okay.
Give me 2 seconds, guys. I gotta run downstairs real quick and grab
Okay.
something. Sorry.
Dan, so you notice, and Ember will notice too, but she's stepping away for a second. So you notice almost where, if you want to point to where the dancing lights is, there we go. See that little pile of gook? So
Yeah.
near that's a body. There's a bloody body, which looks like it has been ripped apart by wolves. And when you guys see that, everybody give me a wisdom saving throw.
Hey. Not bad.
Dead bodies don't bother me.
17.
12.
Yeah, 1 second for. So you all are okay. We'll see what Ember gets here. But the look at that body just it kind of brings you down a little bit. Like you're kind of like, ugh, like this place is so drab and it's so dark, and now there's a dead body on the floor. Ember, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Nat 20.
Okay.
-4.
Woohoo! Natural
-4.
20. No.
I love how I always waste nat 20s on these checks when
Yeah.
I would rather do the damage.
So 2 things with that. First thing is, Ember, so this is all kind of dark in here and it's all kind of gloomy, and you're almost feeling like you're a little bit down anyway. Like nobody feels like their usual chipper self if they have a usual chipper self. Everything is kind of gloomy and down. Seeing this body in the middle of the floor had been ripped apart by wolves is kind of almost brought you down a little bit. However, you did roll a crit. So with the crit, let's give away one of our Eberron books.
Oh.
Sweet. D&D Beyond, baby.
That's right. So we are going to give away, since Ember rolled a crit, we're going to give away a D&D Beyond Eberron book. So the Eberron Last War book, we're going to give you a coupon to go to D&D Beyond and get one for yourself for free.
Ooh.
So
Can I have it?
We're gonna
already
do
have
it. You already have it. We're gonna do a.
I
We're gonna do a hashtag. What are we doing? Hashtag what? So we're gonna do. Oh, yeah, not hashtag. We're gonna do an
Town
exclamation point raffle. So if everybody who's watching wants to do exclamation point raffle, it'll enter you in the raffle, and we'll give it. We'll give it a few minutes here while we continue to play, and then we will give it away at that point. So, okay. So you guys see all this stuff. You see the dead body down by the dancing lights. What would you like to do?
I go investigate the body. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys, sorry.
No, I mean, when you say body, you mean like
chunks
remains?
of.
Right. Yes. Pretty fresh remains. So there's again in here where you guys kind of are. You do see like the streaks of red going down these stairs where Ember's kind of standing on. Where this body was obviously, it looks like it may have been killed or something down in the sewers and dragged down here.
Any remnants of a familiar cloak?
There is a black cloak that's kind of bloody. Some of it is shredded and ripped to shreds on this body.
Is that
About a
my cloak that
handkerchief.
those sons of hussies stole from
No,
me?
the gold cloak is not a gold cloak. No.
Okay, it's a gold on the inside.
No, that's right. True. Those cloaks are reversible and et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. So Dan, we can move you down here. Let's see, down by the body. So
Yeah.
you're looking for a cloak. And actually, you know what, Dan? While you're down there looking at the body too, give me a medicine check.
All right, it's just mediocre, right down the middle, 10.
Okay, well that's good enough actually. So you're looking at the body, and some of the fleshy parts have been ripped off. So like maybe the bicep, maybe like the quads have been ripped from the body because the wolves were starting to eat the fleshy parts. The neck is still there actually, and you notice that this creature, this person, doesn't look like they were actually killed by the wolves. They have ligature marks of like a garrote around their neck.
Oh, well,
Where-
I'll point that out to the others.
And you do notice as well that there is a belt. On the belt, there is also this handkerchief with this symbol on it. In addition, he is wearing a nice set of chainmail armor. He does have a war pick in his hand, and he has a belt pouch on his body.
Can I have the war pick?
Yeah.
It's only because I wanted a shovel, and this is the closest thing I'm going to get to it right now.
I use hammers.
I'll prod the pouch with my dagger.
Seems to be some loose coins in there, maybe that are kind of shuffling around as you hit it with your.
Hey, Art. So the others can't hear. I peek in. What's inside?
Okay, give me a stealth roll, Dan.
He's very obviously like the only person in the middle of the room, like next to all the light. And he's like, "Hey, I want to look inside stealthily. Like, we're looking at you, man." Just
16.
Okay, so you kind of you get a quick little peek. So you guys see him like futzing around with the pouch. But Dan, you get a quick peek inside. They don't notice you peek inside, but they can see you futzing with the pouch. But there is coinage in there. There is some gold coinage in there.
Just gold?
From the quick little peek you got, that's all you can see.
All right.
Some gold.
Well, if I can kind of like snatch a bunch of coins without them noticing, and then like hold up one coin and be like, "It's just one coin. This guy travels light." If I can.
All of you can give me perception checks while Dan gives me a stealth check. Let's see how close people are watching.
Nat 20.
There you go.
I got a nat 20. I'm not gonna roll good for the rest of this time. It's great.
Wait,
Oh,
I'm using my second lucky point.
Oh, geez, come on.
And a 16.
What'd you get, Dan?
12.
So pretty much
13.
So pretty much everybody notices that he reaches into the pouch a little bit and has like palms like a little handful of coins. There's still a lot of coins in that pouch actually. So
I guess I notice that they're really, I mean, like that they're like looking, because if they are, I'll try and just be like oh, some coins to share out.
Give me an insight check.
All of us are
Nat-
just like,
Nat one.
what?
Nat
Really,
one.
man? No, we're right here. We're like,
16 for me.
Main
Okay,
thing.
so yeah, you take it. So you're kind of getting ready to palm these coins, like the whole stack of them. You got a nice big stack in your hand, and you kind of look back quickly, and they're all kind of standing there like, really.
I'll be like, yeah, I'll be like, oh, we should be able to sleep well at a comfortable lodgings for a few nights.
our lodgings are covered.
Well,
It's our bar tab. Thank goodness. With Vorpal.
Our food and drink are covered. There's no excuse for this right now.
so I'll put the coin back in. I'll realize I gotta bust it. I'll toss the pouch to Korbog, and I'll say, count it. It's all there. So
Question.
I look at
because
the bag.
Korbog-
I look at the bag and then I toss it to Bryn.
Bryn, yep. So Bryn, toss it to Bryn.
How much we got, Art?
Bryn, there's 136 gold pieces in there.
Woo, nice.
Nice.
How nice is this chainmail?
It is very nice. You can give me a history check, Korbog.
History check. I'm the best at
I'm sure you are. No, you're not.
that.
It is not made out of the usual kind of metal that you're used to seeing armor being made out of. Well, let's hold there for a second.
Looks weird.
Let's hold there for a second. Let's do our raffle winner over there and see who gets the book.
come on, who's getting it?
And our winner is,
It's not my salad.
say again, Sir
Are
Mickey
you
Flint.
tossing the salad?
Mickey, Mickey, all right, dude.
Sir Mickey Flint won.
Mickey's my boy.
Oh, you know him, Sharp?
I do.
Nice.
Awesome,
Okay.
dude.
So he wins the copy of the Eberron book for D&D Beyond, thanks to
Great.
our friends over there who gave some of those of us to give away.
Cool. And check Mickey out on Instagram because like he is like an incredible like craftsman for cosplay, and like his cosplay outfits are like every bit as good as like a Hollywood production.
Nice. Cool.
Great.
Awesome.
Okay. So awesome. Okay. So what? Oh, so Chris, yeah. So this armor is chainmail, and it's definitely made out of some sort of metal that you've not seen a lot of, if ever. You're not sure. But it's definitely not your standard metal or like steel that it would be normally made out of.
What is this? I poke it.
Okay. He pokes it. And who's down there? Sharp or Bryn's down there. Bryn, give me a history roll.
Come on, baby.
Oh!
Wow. 3?
It is obviously, this must be from another world. Like
I-
this material. Neither one of you has ever seen it. This must be the rarest material you've ever seen.
Can I walk down and see what they're looking at?
Well, let's ask this: the armor doesn't seem to have been penetrated by anything, right?
It does not.
Good armor.
It's good armor.
Should
Yeah.
we take it and throw it in the pouch and check it out later?
I think so.
Unless somebody wants to put it on.
I don't think I can wear chainmail at all, but maybe the paladin can.
I can.
Maybe clean it first.
Oh my god, that's right.
Hey, that's your alternate personality, Dan, that doesn't like the nastinesses.
He's not here, but the paladin is. Korbog's here.
Are we gonna take time for me to change my armor?
We
He's
sure
cleaned
will.
anyway.
You could.
There's
You
a
know,
lot
I
of
could
stuff
use a
in
short
there.
rest, honestly.
Yeah,
We could actually
Same.
identify these items.
Yes. So I did have a question. Was the pouch like Bren, now that you're looking at it, because there's a lot more change than what looks like that could hold. Possibly could that be a bag of holding?
No, it's actually a decent sized pouch. It's not actually a bag. It's
This
just
guy carries a big sack.
it is a
Big sack.
yes.
Yeah.
This guy
But
was
only
carrying a
one.
large sack.
You know, that bag must hang real low. That's all
His
I gotta
sack
say about
his
that.
sack was huge.
For the
Yeah.
record, my sack contains an awful lot right now as well.
Yeah.
So you know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it.
I have
Not gonna say it.
2,400 copper pieces and 3,000 silver on me for some reason.
No, it's not on you. Okay.
He's giving me sack envy over here, okay? Enough about the sack already.
Could you hang it off the back of your belt like those big trucks do
Truck, yeah.
sometime? And it
Yeah.
swings in the wind.
Those drive my wife crazy. She's like, those are so stupid. Why do people do that?
So I live in Texas. That's a normal thing.
Yes.
My
No.
favorite are when the sacks are blue, and
Yeah.
you get to drive behind them, or
Well, do you know what that is, Ember? That's a married man driving it.
Probably.
Oh.
You can tell just by how high the wheels are up that like he might be trying to like make a statement, or maybe he's overcompensating for. I don't know.
Man.
So you guys can certainly take a short rest here if you'd like.
I'll keep watch.
Okay, and if you want to finish checking out the room too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
here, let's
definitely.
move some
Can we
people
do a
around
quick
here.
investigation.
Yeah.
Ember over here.
Who in our group is actually pretty good at checking stuff out? Have we picked up on who might be a little better at this than others?
I mean, I'm trained in perception and investigation.
There you go.
Well, listen, just to
Definitely
get, let me
Doesn't
just
mean I'm
get,
great at it.
or just to get me out of the way in terms of this, let these guys search. I'm just going to kind of keep myself aware, trying to perceive any oncoming or incoming trouble.
Okay, so who has the best investigation check?
I've got a +4.
Got 0.
That would be you. I have +1. I was really hoping it was going to be perception.
Korbog, you got a what? A +2?
+2, yeah.
Okay, so Korbog, why don't you and Bryn both roll, and you get to add Bryn's +4, and let's see what you guys get.
Oh,
There you
nice.
go. So yeah, so you guys are investigating around. Something
roll.
you do notice actually, Korbog, right next to you actually, if we want to hover over near Korbog, there's a little, see that little, that's like a little set of bones right there lying on the ground. That little set of bones is actually amidst a shield, some red and gold armor, and there's another pouch, and also lying next to the creature, which looks like it was some sort of knight maybe, or some sort of another paladin maybe. There's a weird handle in its hand.
A handle? Just
like,
a handle?
Like the hilt of a sword.
Ooh, you should definitely take that.
So a shield, some gold armor, and a hilt of a sword.
Red and gold armor, a shield, a pouch, and the hilt of a sword.
Okay.
It looks like the blade has just been removed, or what?
As you investigate it some more, you notice that it actually looks just like a hilt of a sword. It does not look there's ever been a blade in it. However, in the pommel, in the bottom of it, I can't get my camera right. In the bottom, there's actually what looks like an inset for a gem, and there's no gem in it.
This armor is on the skeleton, or it's just piled in the bones?
It's on the skeleton.
Check the pouch. Check the pouch.
There any markings on that armor? Or the sword?
Or the shield?
Hilt or the shield? Yeah.
There's on both the armor and the shield. So on the armor, kind of in the upper shoulder area, maybe like the left shoulder area, there is in fact a symbol of like a rose symbol, and same on the shield. And the shield is also red and gold. So primarily red with like gold trim, which is the same as the armor. And now that you've looked and you've kind of seen that, you can all give me a history check.
Isn't that the colors of the guard?
Eight.
13.
Oh wow, history.
Bryn.
Okay, so Bryn.
20.
Yeah, so you kind of remember, kind of briefly, somebody in passing mentioning that the paladins from the Enlightenment, so the guys who are you kind of heard about this rivalry between the barbarians, who are the military group of the city, and the paladins that come from the Enlightenment. They wear red and gold, and they wield these magical swords. And like this, and has the rose, so you're kind of picking up on this could have been one of those paladins.
Okay, can we take a short rest and maybe identify these things, see if there's anything
We can.
useful?
So let's all of us take a short rest. This is a good time for our break. So let's do our quick little break. Before we go to break, however, we're going to do another. Are we doing raffle again? Okay, everybody who's watching, we're going to do exclamation point raffle, and this is going to be for our show giveaway, which is going to be a Card King Pro dice bag. If you haven't seen one, I got mine right here. These things are amazing. These massive dice bags.
Nice.
This thing is
That's
huge.
excessive.
It holds
140 gold coins.
more than 140 gold coins. It's got like 7 pouches in it. It holds a ton of dice. These things are awesome. And inside, you're also going to get some of the cool Norse Foundry dice that have the Vorpal Board logo on them. If you can see,
Yeah, these things are sweet.
Wow.
they're
Pretty.
amazing.
Wow, that's awesome.
So that's going to be the giveaway today. Is going to be the dice bag and a set of Vorpal Board dice. So if everybody can do the exclamation point raffle, and that's going to be given away towards the end of the show. And right there, let's do a quick little break. Let's give us 10 minutes. Everybody can take a break a second, then we'll come back and finish up.
All right.
Sweet.
Sounds good.
Thanks, everybody.
Cool.
We're coming back. I'll give you guys the cue. All right, everybody, welcome back. We are back. So when we last left our heroes here, we were just about to start investigating some items as we were taking a short rest. So everybody can in fact take a short rest. You can spend hit dice if you have them to heal. Roll some hit points and heal. People like Thad, who Bryn has been beaten to death over here, practically.
Yeah, there we go.
I was hiding how injured I was.
There you go. We got a little better view of our Dwarven Forge terrain here now. We set up a little better view. Something cool, if you guys can see it, those clear risers that they have, those are from Axe and Shield. And they sent us some of these risers that I got from them, and those things are amazing for like terrain elevation. It was really made build this week really, really fun.
And they support a fair amount of weight too. They're not
They
flimsy.
do. They do. That those ones there are the ones right there. You can see the big ones there are the 10 by 10s with a grid on them. You can have them with a grid or like without a grid. I hadn't put a grid on them, and they're supporting. I mean, that one on the left there has almost a full amount of terrain on it, and it's not a problem. You can adjust the height of them with different poles with them. It's pretty great. So definitely check out the Axe and Shield guys, and of course, the Dwarven Forge terrain's amazing as always.
And Axe and Shield also has some other things too, including I use a lot is their flight stands. So if you have a character who's flying around or monsters, like definitely, yeah.
Their flight stands are great.
Yeah.
Okay, so after your short rest and getting to identify some items, so you do know that the armor, Chris, so you can add it to your character sheet if you wish to put it on, is adamantine chainmail.
Ooh.
Nice.
Mufasa.
Hence the weird metal that you were not sure what it was.
No more
Did you say vibranium? Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
I heard unobtainium.
Unobtainium. And then the war pick is a war pick +1.
Whoa. What's the stats for that?
I don't know. Let's add it to your character sheet, Ember. That's what the good thing about D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
It doesn't take long to add it. And the other good thing is I'm the dungeon master, so I can go into your character and do whatever I want.
Well, do it then. I dare you. Here, I'm upstairs.
What? You want me to whitewash the fence? That was a really old reference coming back there, wasn't it?
Tom Sawyer.
Yeah.
All right, just to clean up a little bit too, you put the Raven statue in Dan's inventory, right?
I did.
The animal messenger. All right, sweet.
What is the plate mail?
The other armor is plate mail. It is but it is not magical.
Okay.
But
He just kept up with it very well.
Yes.
You shouldn't be upset about that. Someone took care of their stuff. All right.
So Ember, the war pick is in your character sheet. It does a die 8 damage. The war pick does.
Sorry, I'm refreshing now.
But
Die
you know
plus
what?
1?
It doesn't look like you're proficient with the war pick, actually, Ember.
I'm proficient with anything that I pick up.
No, I don't think so.
It's
You're
not
so
a head or a tail.
Because you're not getting the bonuses like you should for being proficient.
Well, fine then.
All right.
Does that? Sorry. So, question: does that automatically factor in when you pop that on my D&D Beyond?
Yep. If you look underneath your actions, it's all already there. I equipped it for you and everything, so it's there, so
Well,
you can see it.
it's just +5 instead of +6.
That's what I'm
I think I'll
saying.
be
You're
all
not
right.
proficient. You're not proficient with it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
It's magic.
Do you want to keep the war pick, or do you want me to throw it in the general party pool?
Or-
Throw it in the general party pool because
Or
I
does
really.
Chris want to take it? Does
Or
does
yeah,
Chris
would it
want
work for
check.
Korbog?
let me check.
Would you get rid of your little hammer, sir?
Because at least it's a magic weapon. So
Well, here's the thing, guys. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel, but if that handle turns out to be something more than what it is, like I would love to have that too. So it doesn't matter. So I guess we could figure out who it works for best in that situation versus just saying I want, because if it's something he's proficient with, that works. I'm just saying I'm out of character situation here, but that's all I'm saying is that like normally how when me and my party play we see who it works for best. So and I feel like that is kind of the route we should go here. But you guys do what you want.
What is the handle?
I don't know.
So the handle. So couple things left. So in the pouch of the skeleton was actually a potion of superior healing.
Ooh.
Nice. A lot of good it did him.
Too soon. Too soon.
He's not gonna complain about it, technically.
And the handle, when you take the short rest and identify it is a energy sword.
Oh,
However, it's missing something,
The
The
gem.
gem.
so it will not work.
What type of sword is it? Is it
It
Flashlight.
actually becomes a longsword.
+1 weapon that deals elemental damage based on the gem type. Didn't we have a good gem?
or do
We
need
have a
certain
bunch of
type
gems.
gem?
Yeah.
We have a bloodstone, a citrine, a moonstone, a quartz.
Need one worth 1,000 gold.
We have a bunch of 50 gold POSs. We have a bunch of crappy, small, little bitty gems.
But yes, the energy sword is my own creation.
Do any of our tiny gems fit into the gem slot?
They don't.
No. We have to find the gem.
Yeah,
Okay.
like Chris said, because he searched on D&D Beyond, and my content is shared out to you guys because you're in my campaign. That is my own creation. It basically is a +1 sword that, yes, the elemental damage type. It only works if it has a gem in the pommel, and you can change the elemental damage type based on the kind of gem that it has in it.
Ooh.
I will
Golem.
trade you said war pick +1 for said handle when we find the gem, sir.
Done.
Done. Awesome. I will take the handle. He will take the war pick +1, so you can take that off mine.
I did. I already took it off.
Awesome.
I
haven't
will.
refreshed yet.
I will put the energy sword in there for you though, if that's
Yay.
if you're going to be the one carrying it for now.
Cool. Until
I will
die
not
and
equip it
Shark
because-
steals it from my dead body.
Yeah, and I won't equip it because it doesn't have the gem in it. But that's
Okay. Cool.
Anything else? That was it.
that's it.
Okay, cool.
All right.
I'm wondering if I should wear the plate mail instead of wearing the chainmail.
So the plate mail
What?
is going to give you a better armor class, but the adamantine chain makes you immune to criticals.
Yeah.
Do the adamantite, because what is it? Just a +1 difference?
No, it's 2 points.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, between the plate and the adamantine.
I would still say no crits.
For instance,
Over-
I had to do that in a game that Dan ran because when Dan DMs, he crits me constantly.
Yeah.
He crits me like every game session. I would be critted. So in like the last game Dan and I played in, I had to go and get adamantine armor because he would crit me constantly.
But we said that these paladins, this armor signifies something specific.
It does.
The Paladins of Enlightenment.
And do they live in the city?
Yes, they're actually called the Crimson Knights, but they are the guards for the Enlightenment area, which is the magic area where all the temples and stuff is.
Did we give this armor back to them?
I would think so.
As a reward for a reward. Trust to their generosity.
Or hear me out, Sharp. We work the system here. You know, we do a good favor for them, and we get a favor in return.
Yeah, I'm all about favors. Yeah.
I mean, is there a way we can like kind of bag up the bodies here? Or do you guys just want to tell them, hey, we found...
You're like a
Leave
kid.
this
Everyone's laughing at me. This is a legit statement
Why
here.
are you always carrying around dead things?
You're a cadaver.
Well, I'm just saying, if we're going to return, they probably want to bury their dead. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
You know, that's part of the reason that when I was running my whole, like, labyrinth system, you know, you just pop the bodies right outside. 1, you don't have to deal with the smell. 2, you get to loot whatever you want to keep. And 3, you know, people will come pick them up. You know, they know. They know.
Yeah. Well, you're like a
There was-
cadaver collector.
Yeah, there was a card that came around once a week. I'm pretty sure it was for the plague victims, but yeah, just throw them on
But they
top.
don't want to go in the car.
They're dead.
I'm
They don't
not
have a
dead
thing
yet.
in it.
You'll
Yeah,
be
not
stone
doing
dead in a
anyone.
moment. Okay. All right. So, are you going to bring the body with you? Are you going to bring the bones with you?
I mean, Korbog would be Bestie would know the best way to handle this situation. He is a paladin after all. Like, we don't want to blaspheme, but you know, we're gonna take what's ours. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know anything about these Crimson Knights.
Well,
My
I
bone-
mean, I don't know. We don't know anything about Crimson Knight, but you know about being a paladin. That's all I'm saying.
I would be fine with somebody leaving my bones where they lay.
And wearing your armor. I mean, if you don't feel bad about wearing the armor, wear the armor. Unless you want the adamantine armor, which is also awesome.
I think it's a bad idea to wear an armor that is a symbol of another group.
Yeah.
So, is the adamantine armor like? Does that have the sigil and everything on there, or is that only
No.
the plate armor?
No, that's just the
Yeah.
plate armor.
All right. So, what I would say, hear me out here. You take the chainmail because 1, you're not representing a different god, and then you can paint your symbol on there, and you still get improved armor classes. And no one can crit my bestie, which means that we don't really have to worry about you in battle. Finger gun. All right. 2, we take the plate mail that's not magical. Right? Even though it is a better armor, you don't want to carry all that around. You know, I know you're a big guy. You like to slap the Jesus into people or whatever god you represent, what day of the week, you know? Like, you don't need that weighing you down. So let's go ahead. We'll take the armor. So let's get the game plan of we're going to take the armor back to that church or that guild or whoever the hell they think they are. And then you get new armor. Then the other dude, who I don't even know who you are this day of the week, we can give him your old armor because, you know, everyone likes hand-me-downs. And then we take the armor to the church. We give them the location of where their dead are buried because it was so cumbersome we could not bring the bodies back. But we give them the location. But if you guys want me to carry dead stuff, I'll do it. Like,
I feel like you're just looking for us to sanction it. You're just to be like, is it okay? I mean, if it make yourself happy.
Look, I'm not asking for permission. I'm presenting suggestions for you guys. Because at the end of the day, I got my magical handle that doesn't work. So I'm good. I'm just saying, if you want to maybe manipulate the system a little bit, get some ins where we can, I would think that it would be better to take all the bodies to that place and say, hey, we found all these people. They were here. But if you guys just want to take the armor back to them, I think that still presents the same argument. It's just not as big of a favor as the other one.
Well, just to clarify too. So only the body with the bones, that's the only one that has a symbol on it. The other body, which was ripped apart, has a completely different symbol on it.
What is that symbol then?
That's the handkerchief symbol that you guys have on the previous handkerchief.
All right, so thieves
Totally
guild.
different.
Right.
Totally different.
I take that. I want to take that handkerchief for my own personal use. If no one else has grabbed it.
No, you can keep it.
Cool.
A used hanky from a cadaver. Yes, it's all yours.
They use cadaver hanky.
Assassin's hanky.
Okay, so let's so are we taking the bones or not?
I'm not.
I'm gonna take the bones.
Okay. So, surprise, surprise.
I think it's a good idea.
Honestly, I feel like it's a good idea.
Okay.
You take the bones, you return it to the church, they bury their dead, and then you give them the armor on top of that. They're going to be grateful. We're going to be in their favor, and they're going to owe us one.
Okay, so bones of
Stop
dead
tearing
paladin,
up the chairs.
along with his armor or her armor.
Sorry for yelling, everybody. But,
Cats,
so
we
I have
all
all
get
the
it.
chairs, cats. All right. But yeah, I think that's the best way to go. If you guys don't want to carry it, I know people get weird around dead stuff, but obviously I have no problem. All right. Let me grab one of those pouches. We can throw the bones in there, put a little holy symbol, like to the best. Who's good at painting? Because we can use this blood from this guy that was drawn in here. We can paint a symbol on there so we know what it is. It's called labeling. All right. This is the first step to getting organized as an adventure party. Who's it?
I think anybody's in. All right, next.
I'm not playing with blood and dead bodies.
Me either.
All right, fine. But I will take the bones and
Okay.
kind of just nicely wrap them up as best as I can.
Okay.
And then place them in like my pack, not like on my side.
Okay. All right,
Does
and you
anybody
guys,
actually know about these paladins?
that's all you knew.
No.
You got
It's
all the
new to
information
us.
that you had.
So we're going to take the armor and the shield. The shield is not magical?
The shield is not magical. It just has their colors and their symbol on it.
So, is there a way I can do a religion check? Because I did not check. Everyone else did.
You can give me a history check.
God, just let me have religion. I don't have negatives to that. Ugh.
If it wasn't a specific group that's specific to Riverbreak, not just a religion, you might be okay.
18.
Okay, yeah. So you've heard basically the same stuff that they heard. None of you really spent all that much time in Riverbreak, so you haven't heard a lot. You've heard pretty much the same thing.
All right, I say we move on.
Okay.
Let's get
I also
rocking.
get a -1 to religion, so I lied about that. Well, so don't mind me, guys. I'm just thinking until I make it. Sorry.
All right. So if you guys want to head into the next room, we'll have James move your figures around here. Get them move through to the next room. You go through like a little tight corridor. Again, this is all natural caves. These are all natural. There's nothing.
I'm trying to be stealthy as I go. I do want to clarify
Okay,
that.
that's fine. It does look like a lot of these rooms and corridors have been worked stone. So they've been not worked as in made flat, but they've been worked as in like mined. So you can see pick marks and pick holes where they've been dug. So it's definitely you think this was at one point a working mine.
At the bottom of a sewer.
The bottom of a sewer.
Interesting.
You do see those two boxes there. You see those right there. Those two boxes are in this room.
Can I give him a quick check?
Yep. And I believe that brown stuff on the ground right there, right next to Sharp's feet as well, is so you don't see anything on the boxes. You see, they don't look like they are trapped or anything.
Should we pop him open, Korbog? You want to whack him with a hammer? Or use your
can
pick?
can I investigate this to see if it's hazardous for our health since I am a poison expert?
Bryn just did. So your partner just did it. You're pretty confident. He said that there's nothing on there.
Am I?
You want me to open them?
You're stronger than we are.
Question: is there a way out of here, or is that the only?
Yes, there's another passageway over here. You can see it right here. Yeah,
Okay.
right there, right where the yellow is pointing.
All right, you guys do that. I would like to like stealthily like hide here, but kind of like if someone comes out, I'm swinging for the fences
Okay.
type situation. So
You're gonna
I'll come.
stand over next to Luca, and like
I'll-
around the corner.
Yep, and I'm just basically keeping watch. So
Okay.
Don't be shocked.
No,
Not
right,
in the
right
I
next to
have an
Luca,
even
right
smaller hammer
there. And even smaller.
oh, buddy,
for prying the lids off of boxes. So it's on my sheet. So
good.
I had the big hammer, the medium hammer, and the little hammer.
Okay.
Good.
So yeah, I'll
I like your
open the boxes.
preparedness here.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you pop open
it's
the boxes.
hammers all the way down. Just so we're clear.
Guys, I love my best friend.
It's the half-orc nesting hammers. Yeah, so you pop the two boxes open, and inside them it looks like they were being used to carry minerals or something in them. So there's dust in the bottom of them. They've definitely been beaten up. There's ding marks in here from where it looks like, rocks or something have just been dropped inside these boxes, but it looks like they were just used for transporting. And you see some of that same dust on the floor next to Sharp's feet.
This iron dust? What type of dust is it?
It's not iron dust. You can, now that you're tinkering with the dust a little more, you can give me a nature check. Vorbal.
Nature. Okay. It's not too bad. Let's see. 15.
Yeah, it's some sort of, and it's not even, now that you're kind of tinkering around with it, it's not as much of a rock dust as maybe it's a metal, as if maybe some chips and pieces have been broken off or maybe ground off of some metal. But it's not a metal you've seen, and it's not the metal that your chainmail is made out of.
Interesting.
Is it? Oh, so it's not adamantite.
It's not adamantine, no.
Adamantium. So is there a way that they can search like kind of behind like this area back here?
Yeah, you can look in the hallway. You can search in the hallway.
No, like back here.
Yeah, that's a hallway. That's the hallway you guys came through.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yep.
If we walk through there, sorry.
Yep. That's all hallway.
Cool. All right. Yeah.
Should we carry on?
I feel
Your
like we
wayward
should.
son?
But what are all these like
Yeah.
green puddles of stuff?
It's various just drippings. It's various drippings of moisture. So remember, you are below some sewers. You are below, the bridge and such. So it's just wet in here. There's the general rock and stuff is moist.
Okay, cool. I would like to.
And everybody loves that
ask-
word moist.
It doesn't bother me. I bake cakes. All right. They're not good cakes, but I do bake. All right. Is there a way we can move the dancing lights?
Oh yeah.
Like through here, because I mean, the light is okay, guys, but it's not great.
Is it still? We still have that black gloom all around us.
Yes, it's still the same here. It's still gloomy and black and dark.
You know what? Can I search for secret doors?
You can give me an investigation roll.
16 with
There
that
are
-1.
no secret doors that you see in the area.
Okay. So I know you guys use the dancing light to bait people out again. So I propose we do the same thing. All right. But we get ready, like a whole bunch of us swing here, like grade school style, like right here. Sorry, I keep talking with my pen and you guys can't see me. We grade school style this. So like Korbog can come here and have a hammer on the top half. I can come in the middle, pop my gimmick here, and then like Luca or Sharp or Bran can come to the lower level, and we just basically capacitate them as they come through.
Sweet.
I like
Yeah,
it.
we'll hang back
Let's try
with some bows.
So, who has a bow?
Sharp and I.
So I think one of you guys position yourselves like back here. Well, Sharp's already there, so
Yeah, up top.
he could position himself here, and then you could position yourself in that area too. Then Korbog, myself, and Luca, we can basically slice them up and basically attack at the same time. So we can have the dancing light. Like if we feed the dancing light out like it's a person, maybe. I don't know if you're capable of that, Bryn, but I figure I would like to challenge you.
I could put them out there and shake it around a little bit. Like a little fish lure.
Oh,
We can do
kitty!
that.
You just noticed?
Yeah, I did. Kitty. I was in a lot of heavy thought planning. But if it's like we kind of make it like, oh, the dancing light comes here, and then it comes back, and we just kind of like try to bait whoever is back here.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and dangle them out here in the middle of the room.
Okay.
Shake them
And
around
give-
a little bit, and then
And give
bring
it
them right
sure.
back in.
Okay, so you move the dance lights down there in the middle of the room. So you move down in the middle of the room. Korbog, you're right in front there. So give me a perception check.
Okay.
I like our little lure trick.
Yeah,
keep
it
that
worked
one.
well, didn't it?
It's good.
Ah!
So Korbog, you
Shit.
see nothing moving. It's even with it lit up, it's still kind of dark in there. You're not really seeing.
I
You
have
know,
dark vision.
that's true. So you can see that there are objects and such in there, but nothing. You don't see anything moving.
It's a mimic lair.
Can I like kind of peer
I
my
wish.
head around?
Terrifying.
Like, so one, I would like to hide in shadows, and everyone else can kind of hide in my shadow, if that makes sense. Ha! I'm a big gal. All right. And then, can I kind of peer around and see if anyone's coming or if I hear something?
Sure, give me a perception check.
Or I have advantage on that. 18 plus 5, 23.
Okay, so you look in there, and it looks like it is some sort of a camp, or maybe like a staging area where there has been again mining happening in this area. You do, however, think every once in a while you hear like a clinking noise coming from somewhere, but you're not sure where.
So I guess who is the fastest out of all of us?
That would probably be Luca.
Luca.
I'm 40. Yes.
But
Do you want to be fodder? I mean, do you want to be the person that lures whatever situation to us?
Sure, I'll be the bait.
Yeah, that's the word. Bait. That's how we call it. Yeah. Well, I
Can
feel like
do
it has
that.
to be the fastest person, just so we have Korbog and myself who can be like the big tanks, and then I get sneak attack basically on that first attack. Then Sharp and Bryn will pepper same time.
Mhm.
So, because they're gonna see whoever is going to come down this hallway before we will. So if they start peppering, it's like, oh man, there's only 2 of them in this tiny little girl running around here. Oh no! And then we go wham, and then you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you guys like the idea, but that's my thought process.
I'll try it.
Okay.
We can try it.
So what are you
That's all we
doing,
can
then,
do.
Luca? Where are you going to?
I am going to just try to get down. Actually, can I just go where the dancing lights are situated?
Sure, you can go right. You can go right where the dancing lights are.
Awesome. I will just go in there, just trying to keep an eye out if I'm noticing any figures.
Okay.
And I will ready myself.
Yep. So you go down in there. Nothing seems to be moving down here while you're down here. You're actually, you can give me a perception check as well. Now that you're down in here. That's good. Yeah. So you're looking around the room. Nothing is moving. You think every once in a while you might hear that little bit of a clanking sound as well. You're not sure where it's coming from yet because you are like in a cave system and there's echoes and all that kind of stuff. As you look around the room, you do see that there's a table, and there is a scroll on the table and some other items. Looking around the room, there's a couple of chairs there. There's some chains. It looks like this is some sort of like maybe a little bit of a base camp where they were mining. As you can see, so if we go move the cursor back down to the right there. So see how next to that brown debris, there's like a rainbow colored rock.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there is 3 little outcroppings of this rainbow colored rock. There's there, over to the east on the pillar, there's another one right there, and over to the west, there's another one right there. So this strange rainbow colored rock you've never seen before.
Interesting. Can I pick up that scroll that's on the table?
You can.
I want to see what's on it.
So you look at so what's you want to say something?
Luca, are we good to come in? Do you want some backup?
Yeah, there's I'd be willing to shift back, just be like, there's no one down here. I think you guys can move down.
Okay.
Okay, so they're all going to move down there.
I'll stay, or I'll stay like up in this threshold just to be able to
Okay.
keep an eye behind us and in
Okay.
this room.
Okay, so Sharp's gonna stay up there while everybody else comes down.
So do you guys want to kind of do the same like method here for? Because I can't see if there's one or two ways out of here. Like my map's
There's
cut
one.
off a bit.
There's one.
There's one way. So you guys want to get kind of the same game plan for this door as well, like because I can sneak hide here.
Mhm.
Like just so we have like so if Sharp's gonna watch this door, I can watch this door, and we can figure out what these rocks are, type situation. But kind of just build ourselves up for the same type of setup here.
I
Yeah,
could
I'll
point
pop
out
over in the
something.
corner.
What's up?
Person that we followed down here is dead. So what are we doing?
True.
That's not my problem.
That is a good question, Korbog.
I mean, like technically he got killed by wolves or something, so it's not really our problem.
He had a mark on his neck,
All
right?
right.
Listen,
Did you guys talk to the guy and figure out why you guys were following him, or did you just follow some random guy?
We followed
No,
him
but-
because you told us to.
Yeah, actually, we were following you, and we fell
Me?
it down here.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that really what happened?
Yes,
Yeah.
last episode, remember?
Nope, I have no clue what happened. All right. So anyway,
So
yeah,
hang on a second
yeah.
before you
Hang
go
on,
too much
wait, wait.
further. Luca pulled the scroll off the table.
Cool.
Yes.
Luca, you notice that the scroll is sealed. Well, it was sealed.
Okay.
There's a seal on it that's broken. However, when you
Mhm.
put the scroll back together and look at the seal, the symbol is the same seal that was on the handkerchief.
Okay.
hey, could I just want to respond to Korbog.
Yes.
So, Korbog, I hear you. If they're dead, then what are we doing down here? Except this person hasn't expressed interest in us. And maybe they had information about us. Maybe
On the
before they
scroll?
died. I don't know. Maybe they said something to somebody before they died. You know? So
Yeah.
we may not be out of danger just because they're dead.
Are we ever out of danger?
Well, what would the fun be in that?
Sharp, I feel like you're being very paranoid right now.
Right now?
Yeah, like there's no need for any of this. First off, but I'll tell you this: we've already gotten a lot of really cool stuff, and we've only been in one room of this place, so I feel like we should just continue down the path. Kitty, who else knows like what we might find? I mean, we might get a Vorpal sword.
No,
See what I
Nice try.
did there?
a Vorpal board, and you
Unrand.
knock somebody's head off.
Yes, a Vorpal board is the ideal like item for us to find during this
Yeah.
game at some point in time, and we will share it as all adventurers do all the time. Okay, so, but I'll go ahead and keep watch here. But I will ask the question because even if I'm positioned here, I would see this crazy colored rock.
Yep.
And Luca, do you tell us about the other ones you found by chance?
Yes. Yeah. Kind of
Did you
pointing out
guys-
in the two on the column and in the corner, just saying,
Yep.
I have not seen anything like this before. Are
So
any of
they
you
so they
familiar
do
with
look
it?
like so they do look like they're actually like veins of ore. So they're not individual rocks. They're actually it's just the exposed part of a vein of ore that may have come through here at some point in time. But it is that rainbow color. You really have never seen a metal that looks like it before. It's
Are-
very oddly
Sorry, go
looking.
ahead.
Yep, good.
Are the rainbow rocks metal or are
They are
rock?
metal. They are metal.
Can I? So like, even though I'm here, is there a way that I can use my 7-foot tall reach to grab this rock and kind of investigate it while I'm kind of also trying to keep watch type situation?
Well, I mean, you can move over to it. You can't reach quite that far, but you
Well-
can move over to it if you like to.
Oh, because I wanted to be like right here.
Yeah, you could be
That's where-
you could be diagonally from it, so you can look down the hallway and also
Yeah.
investigate the ore. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. So you can go about there. So you can kind of be looking back and forth. Again, it's not an actual rock. It's like a vein. So it's been exposed, but it's still connected. So you can't pick it up and like walk away with it. But you can see marks in it where people have maybe been, chipping away at pieces of it and taking pieces off of it.
Korbog, could I borrow that pick for like 2 seconds? Or do you want to smash this rock metal thing?
We can't hear you, Chris.
I can't hear you. No, you're out.
Hand her the pick.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. I will take the war pick and I'll try to smash that one hit wonder style.
Okay. Yeah. So you take a couple hits to do it, and you can see it. It looks like it's a pretty hard metal, but you do manage to chip into it a bit and break off a small piece of the metal. It looks like
now-
it looks like it'd probably take a long time to really get this whole big chunk out. Like a lot longer than you probably want to spend.
Luca, did you look? Is the scroll done? Is that a dead end?
She did not actually
Oh.
look at the scroll. She just looked
okay.
at the
I had
seal on
not.
the scroll. I was waiting for
I
somebody
would
to bring
like
that
to
up.
look at it though.
Okay, so you look at you look at the scroll. It seems to be in order form, kind of.
Mhm.
So it's a discussion about needing more of the metal. We have more symbols to make. I need hundreds of pounds of this of this metal, and it's signed by a GR.
GR. Okay.
And it
scroll-
only-
Damn! Why do all these villains only sign with their initials? I do the same thing. Now it's the shoes on the other foot. Art. When do we?
And they
What are
only
your
ever
initials? Now I'm curious.
and
Now we're
only
gonna go
ever
to
refers to the metal. It never specifies the name.
The metal.
Is there a way I can
Okay.
pick up one more tiny piece of this?
Sure, yeah, you can chip away at it a little bit more and get another little tiny piece. You have a couple little flecks of it.
Couple. I'll take that as 2, maybe 3.
2. A couple is
3.
2.
2. Okay. Cool.
A thruple is 3, and it's not. I did not say
Yeah.
thruple. I said couple.
Look, people like to say 3 is company, but a couple means it's more than one. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Playing to win today, guys. Hope you don't mind. I know it's a group effort, and I know that there's no winning and losing when you're on an adventure. But damn it, I'm here to win today. All right.
All right. Well.
Our
So that
Yes.
does that ring a bell at all? I mean, is there anything that rings a bell about GR? Guys, can you think back? Did we meet anybody with those initials?
What was the name of that little kid?
It's not the little
Trant.
kid.
Poor Trant. Trant gets blamed for everything.
Tron is not ordering hundreds of pounds of metals to make
He's
his
a
magic
gnome.
symbols.
A gnome
It's
runt.
the child.
Gnome runt.
I'm just saying.
You leave the poor kid
Just
alone.
watch.
Poor
It's
Yeah,
gonna
Trant.
be
right.
him.
He's Mr. Big.
Well, as
actually
far as I'm aware, I'm not familiar with any GR.
All right.
Well, we got
Wow.
Thaddeus, aka 7. There was Link, that jerk of a bartender that is probably dead by now.
You hope.
We've had Saria, the leader of said Assassin's Guild, who also, that might not be her real name, and this might be in order from her because she's a hussy. Also, if you guys could see the amount of notes that I have, and I'm not committed to turning the page right now, it's just chaos. I'll show it to you here in a second. No, it started off as organization, sorry, and now it's just scribbles. Cool. All right. I don't have anyone in my notes.
I don't either.
All right. Well, we should hang on to that.
What was the Queen's
Yes.
guy's name?
That was
Mr. Caldwell.
Caldwell. Yeah.
I mean, but it could be an alias name too. Or we're just pronouncing this all wrong and the name is Gur. All right?
Grr. R.
Well, so hang on to that.
Does Lucas see anything else?
Nothing else. That's all
On
you
the
see.
table? No.
I mean, if there's nothing else, we can
we can scavenge here, or glean. Maybe. Well, Korbach, do you have some reservations about continuing further in?
I'd like to know what our purpose is.
All
We're
right,
trying to find who killed this guy and find cool stuff for ourselves.
We know who killed him.
Who? The dog?
Garrote undead guys.
Wait, what? There's undead here?
There
Sorry, you
was,
can't see my
yes.
face.
Okay. Well,
Yes,
listen.
we killed them.
Korbach's trying to find his
Again.
special purpose.
Then I suggest that we weigh our options and consider each carefully before we move on. I as much as I would like to acquire wealth, not at the risk of my neck, and I think that walking into peril for peril's sake isn't wise. So let's go by the numbers. Luca, take us through this. What are our options?
Just a quick two, Ember. Give me a perception check.
DM is making this decision for us.
I'm not.
21.
Okay. You hear that noise again. That clank,
Ooh.
that occasional clank noise. And it does sound like it's coming from the hallway that you're standing near.
So, guys, the plan. We're doing it now. It's happening now.
Oh, you want me to run?
No.
The light? The light
Run.
lure?
I'm gonna
All
run.
right, light. Be the light there. Korbog, come here with me. Sharp, Bryn, get ready your arrows. Luca, just look pretty or come over here. All right.
So I kind of lean into Bryn, and I'm like, I'm not sure the Minotaur understands the definition of stealth.
No.
As she's shouting all around.
So I say all of these things to bait the guy in a little bit more. Sorry. To bait the guy in. Yes, that is my ringtone. Get over it. Oliver and Company was one of the best Disney movies that we never give it credit for. All right. So I say all of this just one time, and if they get it, they don't, then I stealth myself.
Okay. What are you guys doing,
So
I would
guys?
like to shift up over
I will
here.
go, if everybody's ready to rock and roll, I'll go ahead and fire the lights down the hallway.
Okay, so the lights start going down the hallway.
I got a 27 for my stealth.
Okay. So you move the lights down the
Moving here.
hallway a ways.
And I'm
And you
just
got people moving over to different parts of the room. Korbach's gonna flank with. Yep. And there you go.
One square to the right.
One square to
and
the
then
right.
I would also like to toss Korbog
Yep.
his
There you go.
war pick back.
War pick. Yep.
Yep, just in case he wants to use that.
Okay.
I'll aim low. That's what I'll tell him.
Okay, so Lucas, as you're kind of in the front, you can kind of see down the hallway. As the lights start to move down the hallway, and you have your half elf eyes anyway. The hallway does open up a little bit into a small little area. We're moving camera. There you go. See, you can see it opens up into a small area down the hallway. You do not see any movement down there though.
Okay. Well, are we still able to hear the sound?
It's not on its same rhythmic time, but you do, yes, occasionally hear a little clank noise.
Okay. I'm not seeing anything. I think we might need to move up further.
You lead, Luca.
All right.
Okay. I'll start walking down that corridor.
Okay. So you go down the corridor. Yeah, go ahead. Yes, Jan.
And maybe just, to cover ourselves, just like space out like 10 feet or something.
Okay.
But we'll stay in perfect lightning bolt formation.
Oh, perfect. Yes, perfect. Yes.
Sharp, you want to hang back with me, bud?
You got it.
Don't have any choice but to be in lightning bolt formation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta say, I'm loving this Dwarven Forge terrain build today. This is sweet. I haven't
That's
seen
really
this much
pretty.
of it all in one shot. This is pretty cool.
Yeah. Thanks. Julie and I worked hard on it.
Are you kidding? Julie did all the work.
She did most of it. I
you
actually
just sat
helped.
there and pointed. And...
No, I helped this time. I actually helped. Usually Julie does pretty much all of it. I actually helped this time.
What? Did we bail out of the plan? Is that what happened?
Yes.
Luca looked down the hall and didn't see anything.
Yeah,
No,
Luca
we're taking the plan to the plan.
That's right.
We're evolving the plan progressively down the hallway. We'll do the plan again around the corner.
So Luca, you
I'll
get
say,
into
once
this
we do-
area. Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry, hon.
I was about to say, just when we get to this corner, I would like to stop and kind of peer around it and
Okay.
relay what I see.
Yep. So when you get into this area where you are now, this is an outcropping where it's obviously they've been digging it out, right? So it's in a regular shaped spot. You can see there's like a little cart right there that we're pointing at right in the center, and it's got a large chunk of that metal sitting right in that cart. And you can see there's another vein like on the wall there. There's a vein of that rainbow colored metal. And there are like some other tools around here. There's like some picks on the ground and some shovels and some hammers, but they're average looking tools. They're nothing special looking about them.
Ember, did you hear that? A shovel.
Right. Sorry, my husband is texting me right now. I'm not trying to ignore you guys. I've just had a very chaotic morning. My God. I would like to take this time to just completely bail out of this plan that everyone else seems so dedicated to making happen for some reason. And I would like to just reach out and be like, and I go and I grab the shovel.
Okay.
How does it feel? Does it feel good? Like it's good swinging shovel? Like
it's an average shovel.
Looks like a perfect choice to carry when you're trying to be.
You make it look good. Now it's swinging.
It's not exactly what I'm looking for, but
you make that shovel look good.
Yeah.
I make everything look good. I'm a minotaur, for Christ's sake. All right. Yeah. So like I come in, like it's just not the right. Like there's not enough weight.
It's kind of small. It's kind of small for you.
It's just I'm not like.
Actually, now that you mention that, Ember, thinking of it, you're picking up this shovel, and you're kind of thinking about the shovel. It's actually quite the small shovel. You would probably estimate that maybe a short, medium-sized creature would be comfortable using it.
So I tell Luca to come here because Luca's the closest thing to that I've seen. And I go, here, hold this. Like I'm doing the math in my head.
And how tall are you, Luca?
Oh goodness, 5'3".
So it's even a little short for you. Yeah.
Oh man, this is a really small shovel.
Well, wait. Dwarves are short.
It looks like now that you mention it, yeah.
That's true.
Dwarves are diggers.
Is the weight there? Like, is it like? Would I think that it's a stronger short person?
Yeah. I mean, it definitely seems like it's a. Now that you guys have all kind of talked about it a little bit, and Sharp brings up dwarves, yeah, it definitely looks like it's probably some sort of dwarven material. That maybe dwarves have made it, and used it.
So dwarves have either made this or used this, and I deduct this only because I'm the smartest person in our group. Okay, so I want that to be known throughout the ranks that like when you think smart, you think minotaur. Okay, so what else is over here in this corner other than the shovel?
With her -1 to all of her intelligence rolls.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sorry, in case you guys haven't, like, you guys should just keep along and watch us. You never know.
The only other thing in here is just those couple of other pieces of chunks of ore veins of ore that are in the wall.
I see a basket of ore here.
Yes, there's a large chunk, probably like a 4-foot chunk of ore in that.
So this is what I want to do. I grab my pack, right? I take my pack out. I take the bones that as nice as I can, anyway, right here, and then I try to pop that ore in my backpack.
You can't even lift it. It's that.
Vorpal, come here.
Wait. Is there a dwarven population in Riverbreak that we've seen or know about or anything? Have we heard?
I mean, you've certainly seen sporadic dwarves around, not like an overly huge population of dwarves. There have been, but you've seen pretty much everything in Riverbreak. It's a cosmopolitan city. You've seen all sorts of creatures and stuff roaming around, but no like specific clans
Bryn.
of dwarves or anything hanging out.
Brent, we're assuming that it's dwarves. Bryn, do you is there anything you know about that mines under the earth?
Plenty, but DM, does anything down here look
Give me a
familiar?
history check.
History 13 plus 2, 15.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you've seen similar materials and such. I mean, the thing off the top of your head that again with Sharp mentioning dwarves and you thinking about it, Duragar are very similar as well.
Mm.
So it could be.
So
Yeah.
what are those, Bryn?
They're Underdark dwarves. Duger.
What are those, Art?
Yeah, Duragar are basically the black dwarves. They're
Okay.
kind of like
So
your.
why they gotta be black, Art?
Yeah, dark
That's what
elves,
color they are. I can't
dark
help you
dwarves.
there. Just like Drow are the black elves, Duragar are the black
And
dwarves.
Smirf Neblin. Huh?
Swerfnablin, yes, they're also.
Yeah. Huh?
Mhm.
I read all the books,
Nice.
guys. I really am a nerd. So sidebar, one of my favorite book series is like the Driss series, and I like the Homeland, the 3 books of where they go into the Underdark thing, to where like I based a character off of like one of the female drow that was trying to reform herself but had terrible bad tendencies. So yes, I'm a big fan of like the Underdark culture, so I do know Smirf Neblin for life.
Yeah.
Homeland.
Homeland's the best one.
Yeah, it really is.
So Korbog, you're a collector of tiny hammers. Are you also a collector of tiny shovels?
No.
So your collection's just limited to your tiny hammers.
Yes.
I could tell by looking at you that you have some tiny hammers. All right.
She wants the shovel
Yes.
or spade or
I
whatever it is.
used to have, look, guys, I had this awesome shovel before, like, whatever happened to me, and I'm pretty sure I may have died, but I'm not really certain about that. But I had this shovel, right? And I used to use it to bury people, and I mean, like, just the sound that it made when you just popped someone on the head was just beautiful. Like, it was like, ah, and it just echoed through the maze. It caused quite a bit of commotion and fear.
And actually, while she's telling this story, everybody give me a wisdom check or wisdom saving throw.
Some
dear.
saving throw.
Oh, 16.
13.
11.
13.
17.
14.
Okay. So while she's telling this
Wonderful.
kind of creepy story about a shovel and burying people, it's also kind of connecting in your heads now that she also carries like pieces of dead bodies around with her, which is kind of weird. Between that, the way that you have this eerie feeling in this area with this, again, everything's muted, the it's all kind of gray and nothing's kind of as colorful as it normally is, and you just kind of feel a little drained while you're here. It's all just kind of making you feel a little uneasy. Even though all of you keep making your stupid saving throw. Just one person would roll low for once, for God's
Sorry
sakes.
about that. Listen,
I would love, as much as I would love to stay here and talk about burying dead bodies, and I'm sure, and I have a feeling that you could talk about that all day. I wonder if we shouldn't press on. Actually, why are we pressing on? I thought we were going to consider our options and why we're considering them. I mean,
Look,
we're
Look, we've already talked about this. There was stuff coming around the corner, and it's either him or us. That's it. And maybe if it's us, there's some cool magical stuff. Like, guys, I had a horde, let me tell you, that would make a queen cry.
but
All
I
right?
don't think it's imminent. I mean, let's
Well, it's like so when we were in the previous room, it sounded like it was coming toward us, right? And I still think it's coming toward us.
Did it?
But maybe whatever is possibly made with these metal rock things that for some reason the DM won't let me take. And maybe it's made of that, which means that it's super sturdy, and that's what's coming after us. But I think it's going to come after us regardless if we're in here or not.
I point that way and I say that could very well be the death knell. Now I think we have to consider our rationale for heading to our possible demise. Korbog, Luca, Bren, please. What say you?
So we've heard this thing clanking as we've continued to get deeper and deeper into this mine.
And the
In every
clanking's
room we get
getting louder.
into-
And the clanking's getting louder.
It's getting louder. Okay.
It's coming toward us.
Closer or louder?
It's getting louder, as if you're getting closer
So-
to it.
So
Oh, okay.
getting closer to the miners, perhaps.
We're-
that are
yeah.
continuing to mine this ore.
I would like to see what this is. Mostly because
And I would.
whatever is being made with these, and I don't believe it's just holy symbols, is so secretive that we haven't seen it. And we are like gods in this world, okay? Like, we have not seen this. Imagine how powerful we'll be. Maybe I'll get my memory back. Maybe I'll find my name. All right? And Sharp, you're just a scaredy cat, man. That's it.
Discretion
That's
is the
it.
better part of valor.
You're just a scaredy cat. I'm tired of this. Korbog, bestie.
Says the rogue thief.
Yes.
Well,
What say you, Korbog? My best friend who sides with me on everything. Everything.
Oh boy.
Don't
say
you
you sh-
think that a
I say
group
you should
work-
talk less,
Well, that's,
and that we should go on.
there we go. Bam.
All right.
if things start looking too bleak, we can always turn back. But
Well,
I
that's
really
not-
want to know what's going on.
That's the spirit.
I'm totally comfortable down here. We could stop.
Yeah,
and keep
Bryn
going.
feels great. Bryn feels awesome.
I enjoyed up top, but this is nice.
I would like to immediately side with Bryn and Korbog. I want to separate myself from the other two that didn't firmly agree with me. That Luca was like, maybe sure, but let's consider our options. And Sharp, no, I like the other guy better. I don't know what this thing is, but I don't like it. All right, and I just kind of position myself closer to them.
Okay. So we'll go for a little further. So you guys can wander down this hallway further. There's another outcropping you can see where there's another outcropping where again they have something has been mining this ore again. And you will go down past that.
So this ore is just everywhere, right?
Yeah, there's a bunch of veins of this ore throughout down here. We
Okay.
got to move our camera down to that end too once we get there.
So once we get to the I guess the area where we think the sound is coming from, let me stealth it. Let me and the other guy over there, that's just freaking Sharp, let us go in and kind of scout the. Are you still capable of that in this? And I'm not being funny right now. I just don't know. If we go and kind of stealth out this area, I just don't know. I'm genuinely asking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whatever this area is, when we think that we're getting close to it, if we want to scout out the area and come back and say, hey, this is what's going on, that way we're not causing a massive commotion. But if it's what I think it is, and I think they're forging this stuff, because I guess I thought whatever it was coming toward us, but now I think it's just a forge deeper in all this chaos right now, so we don't distract them with the dancing lights type thing. So there will be light coming from it probably in some form or fashion because they have to heat it.
Can I make a suggestion? If we do want to stealth in and you have no dark vision, we should go in with people that are stealthy that have dark vision as well.
I agree with that.
Otherwise, the lights have to. You need
Follow
the
me,
light to see.
Or I can be the distraction.
I have no doubt of that.
So just to point out here, now you get down to this corner, right? To Luca's right, there's a little outcropping again where they were digging. We don't really need to show it. It's just a little spot right there. To your left, Luca, where the lights are. Now you've been going from this cave that is again really rough, as if it's been dug out basically through the stone. A cave is it's normally maybe about 8 feet high. this cave barely bigger than like the Minotaur. There are times where the Minotaur might have to duck a little bit because there's pieces of stone hanging down. To that left, where that corridor goes, it stays the same, but it starts sloping up. And when it gets towards that end, it opens up into this large cavern. And in that cavern, you can see like a stone walkway moving up.
And it's
Awesome.
perfectly
And-
dry and plenty of texture to for our.
Well,
deer
everything down here is kind of moist and wet and slimy. I mean,
Yeah.
There's
Okay.
the rub. That's the onion in the pudding, isn't it?
Onion
And
pudding.
is
What
that
the hell
area up
pudding are
there
you
lit?
eating?
I know.
That's the
That's
same thing
who
I
would eat
thought.
onion and pudding.
Onion
I'm writing
pudding.
that down. We're gonna have onion pudding when we get back to town, guys.
No, it's the onion in the pudding.
Same
That
thing.
which
Onion pudding.
destroys the pudding.
All right, that's the new delicacy.
Onion
It's a
pudding.
dessert. Yeah, onion pudding.
Onion pudding.
Should we rope up?
Yeah. So yeah, what you doing?
Yeah, this way we all drag and fall off in to the abyss.
Right?
That works. Does it appear to be lit in there, or is it still?
It is not. It is still dark.
It's not lit. Okay. Sorry, I was hoping it would be. I'll go ahead and just kind of describe the area that I see
Okay.
that we're coming up across. Are you guys still wanting to try to stealth in?
I
For the
don't
time
know.
being, we may have footing issues.
So I have 2 questions. Bryn, is your bracelet going off more or the same?
That's Luca's bracelet.
I'm sorry, Luca. Sorry, I'm looking at her name.
It's okay.
It's actually going off the
Um,
same. It's still buzzing the same.
Okay.
It's still
and
been the
then-
same.
2, I guess we should send in Sharp just to make sure this isn't the forge and they've managed to cloak it in darkness or something.
Well, suddenly you're including me in your plans.
Well,
Now
you
that
know,
you-
it's not my choice. It's just like if I could do it myself, I would. You know, there was a time I smushed a tiny little guy like yourself with my shovel. It's just accordion.
All right.
Man, that looks dangerous. I'm doing a little
Yeah.
zoom up. One of the cool things, if you get Vorpal Board, you can run your cursor over it, and it expands the view as a player, and that's what I'm doing right now. And I've come to a determination that this walkway looks no friendlier up close than it does in the wider picture.
It does not become a friendly walkway. However,
Yeah,
it
no,
does.
I was like, oh, well, let me just zoom in and see how there's guardrails. Whoa, there's nothing.
OSHA does not work down here.
All right.
So I will then tell Sharp because I'm only going off what I can see with the map that it looks like we might be able to go around.
Oh
Like,
yeah, is that possible?
You can't tell. You can't tell from here. You'd have to be closer.
All right, I'll stick my. Listen, I'm gonna go up to the walkway up here.
Okay, so
And
Sharp's
I'm
gonna
going
move up.
To inspect for traps. If I have to light a torch, I'll light a torch.
I can send the lights
That's
for you,
gonna
brother.
stay right there. Sharp's gonna move
All right.
from front from the back all the way to the front.
Okay.
I
Now,
just have a mental image of him trying to squeeze past everyone.
Yeah,
Right,
it's like,
right.
excuse me, pardon me, coming through.
6.
6. Man, looks clear.
Yeah, you see no traps. So now, Sharp, now that you're up here closer, so
Yeah.
this opens up into this massive cavern. You can kind of see that ledge up there, but you don't know that you can really get to it. It's really slimy walls here. Climbing would be very difficult if you were to try and get up on that ledge. See if we can get a camera to get a little closer
Yeah.
and give you guys a better view of what's happening down there.
Yeah.
And over to, as you can see now, kind of from this view a little bit, we're losing it. So over to the right, you can see like those blue openings.
Yeah.
Those are little caves.
Oh.
And there's like 3 caves on the right, and there's 1 cave on the left.
Boy.
And now, Sharp, when you get here, you can see in the dark, right?
No.
Oh, you can't see in the dark.
so well,
We said the one without dark
So
vision up there.
I'll report what I see, and I'll say this does not look hospitable. However, Bryn, you might be able to
You need
see.
to send Bryn up there.
Yeah, I'll
might
go
be
ahead
right.
up and check this out.
So, Bryn, as you get up there, you can see the caves. I forgot that Sharp doesn't have dark vision either. You can see the caves, and you notice all the way across this stone walkway here, which is many feet. It's probably, let me take a quick look, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50s, probably 70, 80 feet, the stone walkway, which, by the way, looking down, you cannot see the bottom of this chasm. Those rocks that are coming up look like they are the tops of gigantic stalagmites that are sticking up out of the bottom of this chasm, and you can only see the very tippy tops of them.
So can I take a ball bearing out of my pack?
Well, hang on. As you get to there, and you're looking across this stone walkway, which has a grade, is going up the entire time. At the other end of the walkway is a cave that leads out from this room, and you just catch the glimpse of a Duragar leaving this walkway. And you hear that familiar clinking sound as you now. Could you give me a perception check? Yes.
Nice.
Yep. So you notice as he's walking away, the clinking sound is from metal like cleats he had on his feet that he was wearing to get up this stone walkway. And he's now gone across the stone walkway and has left the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have a bit of a trap here. So I'll turn around and relay all this.
Okay.
Um,
What possibly could go bad here? Nothing.
A lot.
Yeah.
So he relays all this information, and so I want to come up with a fancy plan. You leaving already? Sorry, I would like to come up with a fancy plan. Who has grappling hooks?
That's what I'm looking for too.
Because I know I have one in my standard pack. I just want to see how many we have.
I could, what'd you say, 70, 80 feet, Art?
It's about 70, 80 feet of walkway across the room, correct?
So I have 320 feet of range with my bow. Can we try to hook a rope to an arrow and at least get a rope on the other side?
Well, you know that trying to fire a rope with an arrow never works. The arrow doesn't
Not
go
gonna happen.
now. And so you can't quite tell from here, but just so you know, so where you are on one of the other, if we had a different view of the camera, those ledges you're seeing where those caves are, that's like that's like 20 feet higher than what you're at.
Okay.
Is there a way we can make? So is that slimy? That's the part that's super slimy to climb, right?
Yeah, the walls are all wet and slimy with like algae and moss kind of on them from moisture.
So other than myself, who's the most dexterous? Because I have an idea, but I just want to see.
I'm fairly dexterous as well.
Yeah, probably the monk.
So what I'm thinking is that we grade school this. That person climbs on top of us. We pop one person up there or two people up there, and then the rest of us try to go this walkway. So at least that if we get there, and like, so we can pop. I'm talking with my hands. Sorry. So I think we pop one person on this side and one person on this side, so they can go and basically cover us if anything goes south on the edges here.
Can we actually get to those sides?
I mean, you could try. It is 20 feet up and it is slimy, so it's going to be extremely difficult to climb.
Well, what I'm thinking is that instead of that person climbing, like maybe me and Corball, because I'm about 7 foot tall, like I'm thinking from here with the hands raised, that would help.
Wait.
And then all they have to do is step up versus climb up.
It could help.
I may have something. Hey, Art.
Yep.
I've got a bag of tricks, but I don't know what color.
You have a rust color, I think.
Okay. I love a good bag of tricks.
I got an idea. Oh, I got an idea. Why do we need to shoot an arrow over if? And Sharp pulls out this bag, this magic bag, and I said, perhaps I can withdraw a goat, a sure-footed goat, to traverse So
Why
I'm
would you
going
need
to-
an arrow if you have a goat?
You really probably
yeah,
have to go.
exactly. So, Art, may I roll to see what I get?
Yeah, you can roll on the rust. You know, and actually, the die 8 on the rust bag of tricks, there are in fact 2 goats on that list.
Yeah. Okay, so
25%
you know what?
chance. Come on, go.
So
Yeah.
let
Dire
me-
goat.
All right, so
Dire
I'm gonna
goat.
let me add a
Dire
D8
goat.
here to the Vorpal board. Okay, done. And now I just click the plus button.
Just click the die itself.
Oh, come on, big win.
7. So you pull out a little powder puff. Like so for those that don't know what a bag of tricks is, bag of tricks has this little puffy ball, and you drop it on the ground, and a lion appears.
A sure-footed lion. And I
Is that
say,
legit what we got? A lion?
yes.
A lion.
I say, hello, Aslan. We have need of your services. Okay. Why don't we? I have rope. Why don't we do some rope tying and then have the lion sure-footedly sprint across and loop it around something.
Let me.
I'm pretty sure that lion ain't gonna make this.
Can, can the lion understand you?
Yes.
Or does somebody need to ride the lion?
No, so the lion does understand the person that threw the bag, if I'm
Oh.
not mistaken.
I think for sure somebody should try riding this lion. That would be much more humorous
Okay.
for me.
So as that's presented, I try to straddle the lion.
Oh no!
So
Oh
it-
no!
it-
You're way
no,
bigger than that lion.
no.
It's
Oh.
friendly to me and my companions, and acts on my turn. I can use a bonus action to
It's down
command
there.
the creature how it moves and what action it takes,
There's
and
animals
give it
in
general
there,
order.
inside there. Yeah.
General orders such as attack the enemies. I mean, I think a general order might be to bring the rope to the end.
He hates your ideas so much he's not even listening to you right now.
I am sorry. I was. James is trying to find animals for you.
Okay.
Nobody. Usually, I have a pack of animals I carry for like. So Wurtenfuff, for instance, in a rollout, I carried a pack of miniatures of animals because he was a druid, and nobody was playing a druid, so I don't have my animals out. So James is digging for them now.
All right. So, I didn't get the goat, but so it'll follow my general commands, and so
Or
If-
he might say,
At the very least, right? We'll see how slippery this really is.
Yeah,
Let the
you will.
lion
Yeah.
go.
yeah.
I love it.
What is happening?
Well, he gets 3 of those per day, mind you. So when this fails and that lion falls to its epic doom or impales itself on one of those stalactites, I want to be the first one to say, "You guys want to try my idea?"
Well, I
No,
have
then
another thought. Just to toss this out there, we could. What about the dust that we saw way back? That metal dust in the crates.
Ooh.
Would that help with the slipperiness? Maybe.
It
Okay.
could. I mean, you may be able to get some of it. I mean, you don't know if there's going to be enough to cover the entire walkway, but I mean, it may be able to help a little bit.
Well, if this doesn't work, we could always pull again, and maybe if I can get it a couple times a day, then maybe a giant goat and ride it across.
Oh, I want to see that. I do want to see
Sharp.
the giant goat.
Sharp, I think you should ride the lion across. I really do.
Oh, there we go. Lion.
Oh, look at that.
Bam.
Oh.
Lion.
Well, Bryn, you know what, Bryn? You're the lightest one, probably, as an elf.
What a coward! What a coward!
You kidding me?
You know what? The
I'm
hell with it.
5'10" of all man.
All right, fine. I tie a rope around my waist and do it so that my back doesn't get broken because I'm smart enough to realize that I shouldn't just put it around my waist. And I hand the rope to Korbog and say, "Please anchor me and let's let her rip on the lion."
I'll help Korbog too.
Okay,
But
so
I'll
you're gonna.
say,
you're gonna have the
I'm
lion
looking at
go?
Bryn in a new light. Bryn is, I say, when I put my hand on your shoulder, I say, you know what? Perhaps you're not the evil, wicked, plotting drow that I thought you are. I'm proud to call you my friend and let you ride my lion.
Am I having a fever dream? What is going on?
Okay.
So this is the plan.
Here we go.
Bryn is on the back of the lion, and you're gonna have the lion walk across the path. Is this what I'm
Yeah.
hearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
How would you're just commanding the lion to go?
Yeah,
Dan
go-
or Sharp is.
Yeah, go to the end of the bridge.
Okay. So the lion starts to move. It almost immediately starts slipping a little bit. So it kind of catches and it's now it starts going really slow. Like at first it started to move like it was going to just sprint, and then realized that was a really bad idea. Uh-oh. Now everybody's dead. It moves again, so it gets about halfway up. Is James destroying everything? Julie's gonna kill you. James gets about halfway up there, but wait, there's more. Give me 1 second. Let me help James put some things on the map because we're gonna be rolling initiative.
And then all the stuff comes out of the caves that we couldn't check because we were too busy messing with the lion and not listening to Ember. We knew you had the right plan, Ember. It just was so much more fun to do the screwy thing.
Oh, I know. That's why I didn't say anything. Like a part of me was like, I was like actually texting Art right now, like trying to tell him I just try to climb up the side myself. But I didn't get it off in time before he said initiative. So
Is there a plan? I forgot. If I don't forget it, I'll ignore it.
That's my flaw.
Great. My flaw is I don't understand sarcasm, so that was excellent.
Yeah. Well, you know what, man? Well, the plan was to get you across. I'm going to tell the lion to leap after these guys.
So, funny, Dan, you should happen to mention Axe and Shield has these flying risers. It's so funny that you happen to mention that.
Look at them.
let them go.
What are they?
So you see some shadowy like creatures come flying out of the sides, as well as these creatures that kind of look like octopuses, flying octopuses.
Are we facing Dementors? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Quick, get some chocolate.
Okay.
And let me see.
Harry! Harry, grab the chocolate frog, Harry.
So just to point out, I've never read or watched any of the Harry Potter, so I do not know
Get
what
out.
you're talking about.
Get out.
Oh my
I've
god.
never.
All right.
Not
I'm
any of
gonna
them.
change that.
I have a whole wall of my house. It's just on the other side here. It is dedicated to Harry Potter. I'm very disgusted with
none
you
of
right
them.
now.
Art, read the books, dude. It'll transport you back to being like a kid. They're beautiful.
They're really good. Like, and it's one of the few times I would say, like, actually I would say watch the series first, then read the books, so you can just be entertained all over again with the books, because they are very different. It's based on Harry Potter. That's what the movies are.
All right, so everybody give me an initiative roll.
Just ignore all of that good Harry Potter feedback. That's fine.
Oh, you noticed that, did you, Ember? That I ignored all that Harry Potter feedback?
Yep.
Oh.
What are you doing? Boppy.
Okay,
Get
Bryn,
out.
what'd you get?
I get a 9.
9. Sharp.
21.
Ooh. Luca.
11.
11. Korbog.
7.
7. And Unnamed.
9.
9. Which one of you wants to go first, Bryn or you?
Oh.
With a 9?
How about Bryn goes first? Because I'm gonna climb this like slippery ledge here.
Okay, so where the battle starts and everything starts. So you get out, about halfway out on this bridge of stone. Bryn riding on the back of a lion, which just humors me all to no end. The lion's going very slow, and you can see its claws are out. Like it's got claws out, and it's kind of trying to grip on this slippery platform. And you get about halfway out, and out of those caves starts coming some shadows and some of these weird flying octopus tentacle-like creatures flying out of there. And that is where the initiative starts with Sharp.
All right.
So I yell out to Bryn, hold tight, and I say, Aslan, run back.
Why would you do that?
Bring him to safety.
Get me
he's
out
a-
of the danger zone at least.
Yeah.
Good thing we
Bryn-
got the rope.
Okay, so Bryn, are you staying on the back of the lion?
Oh yes, I'm staying on the back of the line.
Come
Okay,
on,
so-
he's got it.
Sharp uses his bonus action to command the lion to come back, which is what the bag of tricks does.
Now-
It does pretty good, actually. Oh, actually, hang on. Oh yeah, rolling for disadvantage. I
Well,
rolled
I
double
do have-
15, so
I,
it does
okay.
start moving back. So move about halfway back.
I still have one lucky point, and maybe that would extend to my lion if I need to.
He seems to be making it, but he is
All right.
he is slowly. But now, of course, he's also going backwards. So he's moving backwards, and he's like looking backwards, but he's trying to skirt backwards. His claws are out. He's trying to hang on, but that's about as far
Right.
as he's going to get.
So that was a bonus action, Art.
Correct.
I don't know what I can do against these insubstantial things, but this thing that's close here, this strange
Octopus tentacle creature.
mantle of tentacles. I will shoot with my short bow if possible.
Or a mantle of darkness.
Yes. That is a 18.
18 is a hit.
Ooh, maximum damage for 9 points.
Okay. So you you hit that one, and it is still alive. So you hit it.
Bryn, don't look down! Don't look down! Don't look down!
I'm happy to be riding this critter. I'm good to go. This is a good time.
You should just finish it off the rest of the way. You should have.
Okay, so the shadow light creatures are going to move. So let's do let's put the shadow back there, James. He'll fly right over to be in melee combat with Bryn. That one there, yep. He'll fly right over there. Let's see. Don't knock it over.
There's more? Oh boy.
The one that's closest back here, that's gonna fly down into the corridor, and you can take it right off the riser. And it's gonna attack whoever's front back there. The other one over here will fly behind the lion, and the one on the flying base that's left is gonna fly right up next to the lion where it can attack.
Nobody saw this coming.
And you got to move the purple cursor because it's right there. There you go. Okay, so now these shadows have come out, and they are attempting to attack. So the first one is going to attack Bryn himself while he is on the back of the lion. It attacks not very well. How about a 14, Bryn?
That misses.
Okay, the other two are going to attack the lion. Lion's been hit twice with double. Again, I rolled doubles again. Every time I roll 2 20s at the same time, I get the same number. So 17's hit the lion twice. He takes 18 points of damage, which he's still alive from that.
Oh, sweet.
However, he also just lost. Let's see. Two die 4 strength points, or 7 strength points, which is quite a bit of strength points. So the lion loses 7 points of strength. Okay, so it's almost as if you see when these creatures touch the lion, and you see this blackness kind of draw right out of the lion, and he almost withers a little bit. You can see him he gets even his build kind of gets a little smaller. He doesn't quite look as strong and hefty of a lion as he once was.
So what you're saying is he went from looking like Mufasa
To
looking
Scar.
like Scar.
Scar, yeah, exactly. That's a Lion King reference, right? Because I've never seen that either. So.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
All right,
I've
that's
seen
all right.
Lion King. I'm joking. I've seen Lion
All right.
Yeah.
That's inexcusable.
Okay, so the one in the back is going to take an attack on Sharp. I think it is the first one back there. Yep,
Yeah.
That's Sharp. And 17 Sharp.
You know what? My last luck
Are you
point. Just
feeling
'cause it's
lucky?
fun. Do it, yeah.
So this creature comes over and it flies and it lands on, like, it kind of lands on the bridge. It's kind of incorporeal, but it lands on the bridge. It goes to attack you, and for some reason, it actually, like, the foot slips out from underneath it a little bit, and as it goes to swing at you, it happens to miss. You were almost sure, if not for that foot slipping, you were going to get hit. Okay, so then Luca. You're the last double-digit initiative. All the rest are single digits. So.
Oh goodness. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of peering around Sharp at this time. I'm gonna throw one of my darts.
Okay.
At that one.
At the shadow. Yep. Go right ahead.
Yes. Ooh, plus I have not used these yet. Okay, so adding 4 to that, so 18.
That's going to be a hit.
Awesome. Just 1, 4.
Max damage.
Okay, so it'll be 6 points.
Okay,
Nice.
and these are just normal arrows, right? Or normal darts?
Yeah, just normal darts.
Right. So as you see, it kind of goes through him. It does seem to do some damage, but obviously it's not magical, so it does not hit and stick solidly like you'd hope it would.
Understood.
Anything else you want to do from there?
There's nothing really else I can't do, so I'm gonna stay where I'm at.
Okay. Bryn, that comes to you. So Bryn, you're on this ledge. You're on the back of the lion, which does not seem like it can carry your weight anymore. It's now that you're like you were, like, your feet were a little bit off the ground, but now that it's been drained, your feet are now on the ground and it's slippery. Does not seem like the lion can carry you anymore.
So I want to try to do something a little goofy. So visual reference. Does it look like if I were to jump off the back of this lion and ask Korbog and Sharp to hold on to the rope, that I could Indiana Jones style swing somewhere and get myself the heck out of here?
Well, sure. Let's see.
Yes, I'm so happy with this. Yes, this is great.
Wherever I think I can swing, disengage.
So the problem is going to be is that there's nothing. You don't see anything below you that you could reach with the length of rope you have. I mean, you can maybe reach the top of one of those other stalagmites if you wanted to, like maybe that one over there or something.
Somewhere that isn't pointy, sharp, and covered in slime.
Yeah, the other problem, I mean, you could swing off of this thing, but you're going to swing back towards the group and, like, smack against a wall. I mean, that could be preferable to being attacked by monsters. I don't know, but I'm just letting you know.
Okay. Well, the heck with it. I guess I'll just break out the rapiers then and start slashing away at what's on me.
Okay.
Ah, there goes my hero.
Yeah, well,
Watch him.
I'm up for suggestions on what to do now that I got myself into this mess. All right, I'll roll for both attacks.
Oh,
That
oh, it's a
one.
9. It's a 9.
All right, so the one definitely misses, but the 9 plus 5.
You're attacking the shadow?
I'll attack whichever one's closest to me.
That is a hit.
All right,
Use
beautiful.
the light.
And this is not sneak attack, correct?
It is not.
No? The lion isn't engaged?
No, he is behind you.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. 4.
And this is not a magical attack either, right? So not as much damage as you'd like it to do, but
Need a pick.
I am in a tough spot.
you're slightly in a tough spot, yeah.
Okay.
Anything else?
Well, unless I can do my Indiana Jones swing.
You can do it if you want. I'm not stopping you.
Yeah, dude. Go for it.
All
Go
right.
for it, man.
Okay.
Come on.
I'll
So
go for
actually,
it.
you know what? Hey, let's take a look.
Bonus action disengage.
So you think that actually, with a proper, so right next to the lion, you see there is a stalagmite that sticks up higher than the walkway.
Okay.
The one directly next to it. Yeah, right there. So you think that you might be able to kind of just jump off to that left and wrap the rope around that stalagmite and maybe at least get towards the back of the lion.
Okay.
I'm
And
willing
get
to
a
bet
metal
my
purchase. I can
inspiration
wrap
on
the
it.
rope around it just to like have something to sort of secure me.
Well, that would be. You'd be kind of jumping around the stalagmite, wrapping it around the stalagmite to kind of fling yourself around.
Okay. I will disengage.
Do it.
And wrap the rope around and try to at least secure myself before this
Okay.
lion dies.
Hey,
Alright.
if you roll bad, I'll give you my inspiration.
Okay, so, yeah, give me an athletics check.
Come on, nat 20. Oh, not bad.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics.
Okay, 17.
Okay, so you manage to loop it around this stalagmite as you swing around and you get behind to where the lion is and land on the pathway again. Except for now, give me an acrobatics check at disadvantage
Oh.
because it's slippery.
Okay. Got +5 on that one. So
Oh, nice.
nice. So 18 total.
18 does it. So you managed to hit. You managed to fling around behind the lion. You land on this slippery walkway, and you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa! But you managed to hold on. So you got yourself out of a little bit of the hot water for the
Yeah,
moment.
No. Okay. That's my turn.
The unnamed minotaur.
So this is what I want to do. So one, Bren, we really need that dancing lights. I'm pretty sure shadows don't like lights at all. I'm just gonna say that really loud, and then I'm gonna go with my original plan of hopping here. And so this is what I'm gonna do, because this is sharp right here, correct?
Yes.
I want to basically jump on sharp to get here.
And with Sharp's 8 strength, he'll kind of like buckle.
Wait. So here's the reason why, because one, I don't get unflex damage because of how athletic I am. And
Wait.
Okay, so you can give me a.
and I do have the feet athlete, so my movement is basically like I can get double, or at least I think I'm reading that right. I can get double where.
Athlete.
So
What did I roll?
climbing does not cost me an extra movement.
Okay.
Sorry, that's what.
Yeah.
So this is what I want to do. I want to basically, I want to get to the point where I can climb up here.
Right.
All right, and then I'm using my my bolts. Actually, can I make a check to see, like, maybe if my necrotic damage would feed or hurt them? Is there something I can do to make a check for that? Knowing, and you know I have a -1 to smart stuff. So you're already...
You can give me a religion check.
Religion? God, it's -1 too.
Well, be smarter. What do you want me to do?
16?
You think it would not be good to use against the shadows.
Okay, so then...
So
I'm gonna try
in your climbing thing here that you're trying to think about doing, you think your war pick would probably be your best bet for helping you climb.
I don't have the war pick.
Oh, you don't have the war pick anymore. That's right.
I tossed it back to Korbog.
That's right.
So can I do this then? As I run past, so I did this check. I'm like, all right, I'm evaluating his situation. You've told me these things. As I run past, can I go Korbog war pick?
No, not at this point.
Nope. All right.
But you can try and jump on top of Sharp and off of Sharp up on top of the thing if you want to give that a shot.
I'm gonna Super Mario double mount off of Sharp.
Okay,
Right,
so
I had a 15 on my athletics.
So Sharp, because Sharp has a -1 strength bonus here, you're going to give me an athletics check and subtract 1 from your total because of Sharp's strength. as he buckles underneath you. But you get to add your normal athletics bonus, but you're going to subtract 1.
And Sharp takes 1d4 hoof damage.
Yeah.
As he gets
She drags
trampled
her
on by the
udder. She
7-foot
drags her
tall
udders
Minotaur.
over my back.
I don't have udders.
Oh.
Okay. I'm half bull, half minotaur. Okay.
Oh,
Calm down
see-
with that.
All
Calm
right.
down with that.
Hey, normally you pay really, really good money to have a Minotaur drag their udders over you, so.
Yeah. I'd buy that for $1.
So Ember, go ahead and make your roll.
That got me. I'm sorry. That was a good touche, Sharp. Okay.
All right, roll.
Now this 7-foot tall minotaur is gonna break your back.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it'd be funny if you failed. This is hilarious.
It's not bad. I rolled a 19.
Oh,
So,
good.
19 plus 3, 22.
Okay, so you can actually do that. You can get up there. You kind of jump on Sharp. Sharp, you are in fact taking 1 point of hoof damage
All
as
right.
she stomps on you. Only because you weren't ready for it. If you had like coordinated it, maybe you could have hoofed her, thrown her up there a little bit.
I try and hide, I try and kind of refrain. I let out kind of but I hope that nobody heard.
And Ember, you do manage to kind of jump off of him and jump up and grab a hold of the ledge, but that's as far as you're getting this turn.
What? I can climb at no extra movement cost.
I know. Korbog, it's your turn.
I push past Sharp.
Okay.
I say climb over me. Everybody else is.
I push Sharp down as I just kind of march past him with taking my shield and the war pick out.
Okay.
I'm going to hit this shadow that's in front of him.
So, Sharp, are you willing to let the Korbog through on you?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm kind of flattening myself up against because no more.
Well, we'll just count that as some extra space for Korbog.
Come
He's
on.
got plenty of
There it
movement,
is.
So.
Yeah.
23.
Okay, 23 is a hit, and you're hitting it with the war pick.
Yes.
Okay, so the war pick is magical, so you get the full damage.
I'm gonna smite it.
Oh, shocking! I'm shocked. This is my shocked phase.
It takes 12 damage from the pick.
Uh-huh.
And 14 more from the.
It has been thoroughly smote.
Nice.
Then I move up into its space.
Okay.
So I'm next to the one that's.
Yep. So he kills it, and then Korbog moves in that space. What Korbog's been waiting weeks for is some undead to actually get a chance to whack-a-mole with. Anything else, Korbog?
I'm sorry, I took 5 more radiant damage because it's undead.
It's dead. It's still dead.
Let's see, it's still dead, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. 5 more radiant damage. It's back to life.
It goes all the way back around to being.
It goes all the way back around. Zipped it around.
Let's see.
Clean house, Pally. Come on, bud.
I'll declare an oath of enmity against that one.
Okay. Oath of enmity. So let's see. Where's our extra special token here?
Yeah. I like
Leave the drow alone, fool.
Our one PG-13 that we're allowed to have here. Our chest and trove status marker.
Ember, you've behaved yourself today so far.
I know. She
Keep
hasn't
it
dropped an
going?
F-bomb yet.
You did miss the first hour and a half, though. So
I apologize, guys.
You're good.
Okay, so that's it for Korbog, yes?
Yes.
So now those flying tentacle-like creatures get to go. So the one that's closest to Korbog is going to attempt to get Korbog. Of the other two, one is going to fly over next to Bryn, and the other one's going to fly over to the lion. So while James gets those, Korbog, I'll make the attack on you. Oh, that's going to be a hit. Does 24 hit? Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So that one that comes over next to you, Korbog, it comes over and lands like right on your head, and like wraps around your head and starts like crushing your head. So you take 6 points of damage.
Okay.
And you are engulfed on its head. You are blinded and unable to breathe while you're being blinded. So let's get a blinded condition marker on you. On Korbog. Okay. Other one. So the other one attacks the lion. Oh, that one misses with a 1, so that doesn't do anything. And the one on Bryn. Oh, does a 19 hit Bryn?
Yes, it does.
So ditto. This thing comes over and like engulfs around your head and starts crushing your skull. You take 6 points of damage, and you are also blinded. Put that on you. As this creature is trying to... It's crushing your head.
So it's attached to me?
It is attached to you. Trying to crush you.
That's
And
nasty.
top of the order, back to Sharp.
All right. Well, let me. I'm not really not in too much danger here, and that's no fun. So let me scramble. If I want to get closer, I have to get past Korbog.
Which you really
Right.
can't, because there's a shadow right there next to him too. You're probably looking at either... Well, you could walk up behind Korbog and help him with this creature on his head.
Yeah. You know what? What I'll do is, well, I could do that, but so I'll hold my bow, keep it on my hand, and just pull out my sword and come up, and I'll say, Korbog, don't move. Hold very, very, very still, and I will thrust my blade forth, and
Don't roll a 1.
I sure wish I had a luck point. I didn't roll a 1, but I did roll a 2. So so that's a big miss. And I'll say you flinched. And that's it for me.
Okay. And it's the shadow's turn. So let's see. The one shadow attacks the lion again.
Oh wait.
Oh, yep.
Could I command a bonus action? Command the lion to attack the shadow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, you get to attack with the lion. Yep, correct.
Yeah.
Sorry, forgot the lion. So yes, the lion. Do you want it to attack the shadow? Yeah, the shadow. Or do you want to attack the tentacle creature that tried to eat it?
Yeah, the tentacle creature that tried to eat it. And I'll say, get it, Aslan.
Okay, so yeah, so go ahead and Dan, give me a die, a 20 roll. Use the Vorpal Board die at 20 for the lion. Oh, solid strike. So
nice.
It does definitely hits that creature. Roll die 8 plus 1. 5 damage.
Nice.
That dark mantle. Oops, I gave it away.
No.
Okay. Yeah. So that's it, right? That's it for them. Okay.
Yeah.
Now it's the shadow's turn. So the one shadow is going to attack the lion. I think that's going to be a hit. Yes, that's a hit. So the lion gets hit again for 9 damage.
Oh.
Which may be enough to finish it off, actually. That is exactly enough. So the lion disappears. Oof.
Oh, no. Why? He had so much to live for.
So the lion gets hit by the shadow. You see some of its strength drain again, and it just kind of falls off the side of the bridge. And as it's plummeting towards vast darkness, it disappears and unravels like the magic on. You see the magic unravel.
Cool.
as it
Oh, very
disappears.
cool.
Basically, it's Mufasa falling into the wildebeest, but there's no wildebeest, and he's like, no.
And then the other shadow is
He'll
going to
be
attack. Going to attack Bryn. I can see the green, the green base there. So underneath all those chest and trove condition markers, Bryn, does a 14 hit?
It does not.
Okay, so it's swinging at you, and the shadow misses. And I think there's there another shadow somewhere. Oh yeah, there's one right there attacking Korbog. And Korbog, you can see this one as it looks towards you. It looks thoroughly frightened, even more than it normally would be, as it saw you smote one of its friends. And I rolled a 2, so that does nothing. He misses. And then we go to Luca.
Okay. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but pretty much all the space up here is currently occupied.
It's all currently occupied.
Okay, well then.
Does your staff have reach?
Oh, let me see here.
Luca,
A
you
whole
can always
5 feet.
Okay.
you can always
I
climb
was-
me, by the way, because I'm hanging.
Ah,
Well, so reach
a
of
good
5
point.
feet. That means you can stand 10 feet
Uh-huh.
away, because you can normally reach 5 feet. So you could stand. So you
Okay.
could stand
I
right
know,
there
I know.
behind Sharp, and you could poke at the one that's on Korbog if you wanted to.
I could.
Or Korbog's gonna take a
Could
shot to the
I-
head. Yeah, he's gonna get hit right in the noggin.
That's my fear. I would really much rather not, hurt him. But could I try just to shift slightly forward? And yes, I am gonna try to climb.
Okay.
Can I start kind of like doing some cool monk stuff, like jump off of
Some parkour.
opposite side, parkour up and like
Parkour.
try to climb up onto Unamid Minotaur and then try
Basically,
to.
she takes the same route. She jumps off Sharp and then jumps on me. She just followed suit.
Are you gonna
In a
jump
much
off
more
Sharp?
graceful manner.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Grabs a
His
horn
whole
and just
eight
loops
strikes.
around.
No, I like the wall. The wall seems a bit more fortified.
All right, give me an
You got a half hour to
athletics
quit
check.
that.
I'm sorry, what check?
An athletics check.
Athletics. Okay, let's see here. I'm not solid with athletics.
You did fine. So you kind of bounce off the walls, and you grab a hold of the Minotaur, and you start like climbing up the Minotaur. You are almost up to the
Awesome.
top. You're like you got like one hand on her pants and one hand on her shoulder, and you're almost there. And that's where we'll go there. Gotta move a little faster here. I didn't realize what time it was. I lost track of time. Bryn, it's your turn.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just dual stab at this creature that's on my head.
Okay, and you are at so you would normally be at advantage to attack it because it is attached to your noggin. However, you are blind, so you're at disadvantage. So it's just a straight roll.
Okay, so I'll roll 2 d20s. Both are straight single attacks.
Yep.
Come on. Oh.
So this is what I'm gonna do with this. So the 12 is gonna hit.
Okay.
If you manage to kill this before the second attack, I'll let you attack something else with the second attack. Otherwise, it's going to be not so good for you. So go ahead and make your attack roll or damage
Can
roll.
I use my inspiration for his second roll, just so we don't even have to chance that?
Well, let's see what happens with the first one.
Okay.
So 9 total.
Okay, so it does not kill it. Sure, Ember, if you would like to give him inspiration.
I will give my good drow friend, who's finally in his element, a chance at life.
Thank you.
So go ahead and
Thank you.
roll.
Yeah.
There
good
it is.
inspiration
So
needed.
you
All
can
right,
hit it the
beautiful.
second time then. Go ahead and roll your damage again.
So 5.
Still alive.
Jeez, come on.
And the else
I'm blinded, so
You are.
I don't know what else is going on. So that's my turn.
Okay. Unnamed the Minotaur. Go ahead.
So, I
So
guess
you
I'm
have a
gonna-
Luca on your back.
So I'm pulling myself and Luca up
You are.
the rest of the way.
Yep. So you pull yourself and Luca up to the top.
Cool. And then I would like to pull, flick my wrists and let my daggers pop in hand.
Okay.
And so I don't have because I think this is an item you made. So I'm just going to assume that they're +1. It just says magical.
Yeah, so they're magical, but they don't have any bonus to hit.
Okay,
But they
that's
are
fine.
magical, so they are.
That's all I need to know.
Yep. So against
Bam.
things like
So-
shadows, they'll do full damage.
So I'm gonna try to line this up with my best friend Korbog for the first one.
Yep.
And then the second one, I'm gonna aim for Bren.
Okay, for the creatures to attach to their head, you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
So the first one is a 14 plus. Stop. Where to go? At weapons. That's what I need. Weapons. Where are my weapons? Inventory. Why are my weapons? Nope. Action. That's what I need.
Actions. Yes.
Sorry. That makes a lot more sense why this wasn't popping up, by the way. But I rolled a 14 plus 6, 20
Got him.
to
Hit.
hit. Oh man, I haven't rolled with these since I've had them ever. So D4. Ooh, 6 points damage
Okay.
on the first hit. That's
Yep.
Korbog's.
Yep. Still there. Still alive.
And then second attack for Bren's.
Yep.
13 plus
Hits.
6, 19.
Hits.
3 plus 7 points damage.
Okay, so the
On
one
hit.
on Bryn has stopped moving.
Cool. And now
for
I would
that
like
one.
to use my bonus action to basically hide.
Okay.
Just kind of over here in this chaos.
So Bryn is no longer blinded.
Wait.
And then I got a 26 for stealth.
Okay. All right, and then Korbog, it's your turn.
I rip this thing off of me.
Okay, give me a strength check as an action.
7.
Yep. So you grab a hold of it, and you start pulling on it, and it's on there. Good. It's still attached and not moving. Do I do anything else with your bonus or your action or your movement?
No.
Okay. Back to it. So it gets to just try and crush you again. It still has to attack though. Does a 17?
Technically, no.
Okay, so it's trying to crush you, but your armor is too tough for it. It's not quite doing any damage to you. The other Dark Mantle moves over to Bryn and is going to try and get Bryn. And that one cannot hit.
Sweet.
I'm rolling really bad with that one. And then back to the top of the order of Sharp.
All right.
Come on, Inked Mage.
I know. Let me see. What's the thing? I gotta move things. I have like an 11-inch screen.
There's a lot of size
know.
referencing happening
It's
today.
very-
There has been.
I don't know what you're talking about. We were just talking
Let me just
about
let me just assure you, it's
For
not
last
adequate and it's completely small here because I need to see where I'm.
We're adults, we promise, okay?
No, it's like kindergarten around here.
Chris
All
is the
right.
only actual adult here. He
I know.
keeps his composure.
Look at
Alright.
me. Like, what is wrong with these people?
The closest dark mantle.
Okay. Is attached to Korbog's head.
It's still
Yes.
okay. I said, listen, don't move this time. All right. So I'll drop my bow, and as part of my attack action, bonus action, I remove my dagger and I lunge in and stab it. 17.
Hits.
Finally.
And you get sneak
And-
attack.
Yeah. So this comes like dangerously close to your ear. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points.
And that one is dead.
Hmm.
One on me.
Yep, the one on you is
Yeah.
dead. has been taken off of your head. You are no longer blinded. We will remove the status token. It is. Are you done there, Dan?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's all I got.
So the shadows. So the one shadow that is trying to get Korbog, maybe will finally hit. How about a 17?
Nope.
Oh, damn it.
Haha.
The other two shadows are going to move up on Bryn.
I keep my strength, thank you.
Bryn, you shouldn't have run out in the middle of things. What are you doing?
I know. What was I thinking riding a lion across a bridge to total destruction that was going to definitely get attacked?
That's a perfectly sound plan.
It was.
Does a 12 or a 16 hit?
The 16 hits.
Okay, take 9 points of necrotic damage,
Ouch.
and your strength goes down by 1.
Ooh.
Okay.
Because I rolled poorly. And then now it is Luca's turn.
Awesome. I would like to take one of my darts and throw it at this guy right here.
Okay. What's going to be a hit?
Awesome. So it's going to be okay. Having a bit of a delay with the die on my end. Oh. Okay, so it'll be 4
4
points of
Okay.
damage.
Yep.
Yes. And I would like to try to use some of my movement. Would it be possible for me to try to jump this gap onto the other side?
Sure. Give me a roll. Give me an athletics roll.
Okay.
Yeah, easily done.
There you go.
You leap over there.
Awesome.
However, give me an acrobatics check when you land.
Ah,
So you stick the landing for about a half a second, and then you slip and fall and land on your
Oh.
back prone.
Oh,
Let
shit.
me get a prone token here. Hang on, I got one. There it is. So you land prone, and you will take 4 points of damage as you whack your head against the ground.
Oh.
Could I actually, as my
shoot.
reaction, use my slow fall to reduce the damage?
Oh, sure. Yeah,
Nice.
sure. Why not?
Awesome. So I don't take any damage.
So you don't
then.
take any damage. There you go.
Yeah.
oh, that's right. You let him know, Luca. You let him know.
Yeah, so as you land and you slip and you start to fall, you kind of put your hand against the wall and you kind of drag your hand down the wall, and you manage to keep your head off the ground, and you do not take any damage.
Nice. Nice.
Good job.
Thanks.
Good catch. Bryn, it is your turn.
So how does my footing feel? I know the lion was slipping around pretty bad.
It looks pretty slippery. It feels slippery.
Okay, and I have 3 people on me.
It looks that way, yes.
One of whom you can sneak attack.
One of who you can sneak attack. Actually, there's 4. Well, there's 4 around you. There's 3 shadows and a dark mantle. You can sneak attack the one that is between you and Korbog if you'd like.
Okay, so I will go ahead and sneak attack that one with the rapiers.
Yep.
So I'll roll these one at a time this time.
Nice.
And you do
So
not have. They
beautiful.
are not magical, so.
Oh, whoops, that's wrong. Sorry. Wrong totals. Oh, let's even crap. So 13 plus 5, so 18.
Okay.
Sorry,
so
13 plus 3. 16.
Okay. So you stab him the first time. He's still standing because you're not doing as much damage. You don't have a magic weapon.
All right, I'll hit him again.
Okay. Attack with your offhand. That'll be a hit as well.
15. And 9 damage.
My God.
And it is still standing.
Is there any room to get past this guy?
No room at all.
Okay. All right, I'm done.
Which
Okay.
one? Can you hover over the
Do an
one
acrobatic flip and land on my shoulders.
passed by?
You think that'll work?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I've been all right. I guess You guys know my character. I don't understand sarcasm, so I'll listen to Korbog.
Oh my god. Okay.
And I'm going to try a disengage for my bonus action.
Okay. And you're gonna acrobatically try and flip and land on Korbog.
Come on,
Oh
baby.
god.
13 plus 5, 18.
Yeah. Yeah, he got
Okay,
that. Let him-
so you can pull an acrobatic flip. You do a backflip over the shadow between you. You land on Korbog's shoulders. However, your feet are extremely slimy, so your feet slip out from underneath you, and you end up sitting right on Korbog's shoulders with a thud.
Perfect.
Both of you take 1 point of damage
Sold.
from your junk slamming against the back of Korbog's head.
And my
Turned
junk is
into
quite
Megatron.
large, Korbog. That only
To
hurt.
be fair, it's only elf junk. I mean,
That's true. It's barely junk, really. I mean,
Hey, hey, you have not seen my elf junk.
all elves are girls, so how big can the junk be? So right now you are literally sitting on Korbog's shoulders. Both of you.
My only comment is nicely done.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Idea.
And
You
speaking
can
of that,
park your junk on me anytime.
Korbog, it's your turn. So Korbog, if you're going to attack with Bryn on your shoulder, you're going to be at disadvantage. You could, however, just dump him off behind you if you like and let him take some damage as he falls off.
Yeah, he'll just fall onto me.
I can
He
talk
lands like with his.
You
Fine
got
with
it.
I'm fine with having disadvantage because I have advantage against this guy.
Oh, that's true. There you go. So go ahead. So with Bryn on his shoulders, he manages to bring the war pick down against this creature, and he hits. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Do it.
Let's see. Excuse me. Sorry. This is a family show.
Well, somewhat family show.
It's a D&D
For-
family show.
8 damage. Magical
It
damage.
is destroyed. It bursts into
Thank you.
nothingness.
Finally.
So for ease of
And then,
speed,
as my move action, I push him up in the air so he can land in front of me.
okay, there you go.
Actually, I push him up in the air and I step forward so he can land behind me.
Okay, there you go. All right. So Bryn, give me a acrobatics check.
Don't suck.
Oh fuck.
15.
Okay. That's good. Bryn lands on his feet behind you. He slips a little bit, but manages to keep his holding. For ease of speed,
I wink at him.
For ease of speed and time, let's try something different. Is the party willing to give up a healing surge or a hit die? Somebody willing to give up a hit die, and we will call this battle over.
I will.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So go ahead. One of you just give it. Who wants to do it? Ember?
I'll do it because I
Okay.
haven't taken any.
So
damage
Ember
yet.
gives up a hit a die. We will fast forward that you guys dispatch these creatures and make your way through just to do some time because we're running a little bit over time here. I got a good stopping spot that's really, really close by, and we'll stop there. So also for ease of time, we'll say you guys make it up this stone passageway. You take your time going very slowly, and you discover beyond it there is in fact a small little room. In this little camp area, you see where there's a small setup. The Duragar is not here, and there's a pool of water in the middle of the room.
I would like to search for secret doors.
Okay, Ember, give me an investigation roll. Let's angle the camera down a little bit.
Ooh, I rolled a
I'll go ahead.
19.
I'll check the rest of the room after.
20, not natural.
Okay. So you do not find any secret doors. It does look like this is a small camp. There's like the bedrolls. There's a table. If you see in the back corner, there is some more of that iron back there, or not iron, but the metal in the back left side. There's the rainbow colored metal back there. You see that back there. It does look like this maybe was a staging camp that they were putting things here and going elsewhere with it. Luca, your bracelet is buzzing harder now.
Okay, I'll share that information with the group. I would like to go up to the pool of water.
Yep.
take my quarterstaff out and kind of dip it in.
Okay.
See if I'm feeling anything.
Yep, it is in fact water. It feels wet. It feels like it feels like you can feel a little bit of resistance from water, like you would expect. As you're kind of poking at it, as your bracelet gets a little closer to the pool, it gets even stronger.
Okay, and kind of just like looking back at everyone else, I'm gonna stick my hand in.
Okay, so as you stick your hand, as it breaks the surface of the water, you get that sharp stabbing feeling. You take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
As it stabs into you. Do you pull back or do you keep it in?
I will keep it in.
Okay. It doesn't continue. So now
Okay,
it's just
okay.
like one quick stab. So you guys see Luca's got her hand in the water, and she gave a little ow, like her eyes kind of lit up a little bit, like ooh, something bad just happened.
What are you
So remember
doing?
how I mentioned there was a stabbing pain earlier? Just happened again. I think I have to go in here.
Why don't you wait? Let's search this room first, real quick, and then we'll hop in.
Okay.
I searched this room.
I'll pull my hand
real
out.
quick, Art.
Okay, so as I said, those are you see some barrels. It looks like a staging area for this metal, whatever this metal is. This seems like this might be where they're kind of gathering things together. There's like a little campfire. There's a pack. The pack has just tools and such in it. No, nothing of value, unless you're looking for a shovel for a small, well, not small, but a small medium creature. Some barrels of like some dried food, and that sort of thing.
Are the boxes over here? Do they have any of that shiny metal in there?
Yes, there's that. You see that right hand box has got some shiny metal in it.
I'm looking for a smaller piece. Like I'm trying to get as much evidence as I can that I can carry with me.
Mm-hmm. You can find a couple small nuggets. Like we'll say probably golf ball size nuggets, maybe,
Okay.
that you could carry with you.
Cool. Thank you. And I guess that's it, guys. Like, there's nothing else in here. There's no gym to pop into my hilt. So we gotta get moving.
If they're staging in here, that means they're delivering. And I look at the pool. I mean, could you feel the bottom, Luca?
Oh, when I had the quarterstaff in, did I feel any type of
Nope.
like a sitting bottom? No, I didn't.
Here's a weird question. Is your hand wet?
Is
Yes.
my hand wet?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Maybe this is like a, there's a way, that leads off into the river or something, or it's like, or under the water into the,
All right, guys, I have an idea. Okay, hear me out. I look at Luca,
Here we go.
Korbog, and I look at Bryn, and I say, "Do you trust me?"
No.
Ouch.
I grab Luca and I jump in the pool like Cannonball.
Okay,
Jack,
so the Minotaur just kind of grabs a hold of the half elf and just falls into the water. And as you guys go in, it is in fact water. It is in fact wet. It does, however, seem much brighter underneath here. Like there's a small tunnel that leads out of a cave system, maybe 30 feet away, and there's light down there. And just in here in general, the water seems brighter than before, as if maybe you are no longer in that dark area you were once in. And that may be the sharp pain that Luca got in her hand. Are the rest of you going to follow them?
well,
after the Minotaur grabbed Luca, yes, I'm diving in after.
I stop for a moment. I look in. I look back at Korbog.
Okay. All right, so you guys all go in. Korbog, it's kind of hard for you to go through here because you're wearing heavy
I don't go
armor.
back. I don't go back in. I walk all the way back through the dungeon and go back up to the bar.
You right.
you're going through the water. I assume, Corbog.
No, I just told you what I did. I go all the
You
way
want
back
to go all the way back
through?
through?
No, I guess I'll go through the water.
Okay.
So
So
I'm being railroaded.
so it's kind of hard for you to move because it is, but it's not that deep. It only goes down about 10 feet, so you can kind of move along the bottom some until you get out. When you come out and you're a little behind them, you notice that you guys are in fact in the harbor outside, and we'll do a quick little show, and then that's where we're gonna hold our. You come out to the dock area in the hollow, and that's where we'll stop.
All right.
Ah,
We're back in the hollow.
Back in the hollow.
huh.
Interesting.
Well, you were in the hollow before.
No, well, yeah. Okay.
So you're just in a different section of the hollow. Okay,
All
so you
right.
guys, that's where you are. That's where we'll stop for now. Let's do our giveaway
Cool.
for everybody for our raffle. And remember, this is for our immense dice bag from Card King Pro. This thing here, pretty cool looking, massive bag, and for a set of metal Norse Foundry dice, which are pretty impressive and great. It's a good giveaway. James is firing it
They
off
roll
now
super
here.
well too.
They do. Say it again. So our winner is Miss Casey Ray. Yay!
Yay.
So Miss Casey Ray, they will be in touch with you. James will be in touch with you about the winner of the raffle. So everybody else, we'll be back in 2 weeks. This will be episode 5 in 2 weeks, which will be the finale to our first little season here. A little culmination of this whole storyline we got going. Check out our sponsors. We got lots of great sponsors. Dwarven Forge, Action Shield, Norse Foundry, Card King Pro, WizKids, the whole line up there. You guys can see them in the thing. Our little logos are flashing. Great sponsors, Galdoria Games. And we will see you guys in 2 weeks for our finale of the first season. Goodbye, folks.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Bye.
everybody.
Later, guys.
Bye.